bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Well, there we go, everyone. That was supposed to be the intro to the show, and it was the music. Look, music. Anyway, doesn't matter. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, it's the happy hour with me, Kevin Logan, the intellectual equivalent of the elf who fell off the shelf, and joining me, as ever, it would not be a happy hour without her. It's the Santa Claus of academia. It's Dr. Kristi Winters.
Oi, oi. I've appropriated that now. I don't know that is cultural appropriation because British is not my culture, but I've taken it on anyway.
I feel like as an American, you get grandfathered in.
Yeah,
I think that's how that works.
Being a distant old member of the old member of the
yeah,
empire.
The Irish do as well, but they didn't really get a choice. They definitely didn't want to be involved in that nonsense. But
no, absolutely not.
History happened. It's just a thing, you know.
But for next time, we really do have an intro for the show that I made.
We do, which we played last time, and I did the same thing. I went live, and then Kristi went, "Oh, have you got the intro?" Oh, for fuck's sake! I need to upload it before we start, because you can't change scenes without it showing on the screen, so it wouldn't make any sense. All of a sudden, you'd have the intro, and then I'd cut back to the Xmas thing, and then back to the intro. It wouldn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, enough behind the fucking scenes nonsense. Right, how are you, Kristi?
Yeah, I'm very chill. It's been a week of vacation now. I realized I really needed it. I didn't know how it would be being on a staycation, if it would be that much different. But just not having to get up and feel the obligation to sit at my desk for, 8 hours a day does make a difference in my life, I learned. So there's that. How about you, Kevin?
I'm very well, yeah. I had a lovely nap this afternoon, and I dreamt about my dad's old, now very dead dog, Bailey.
Oh.
Yeah, she came to say hello to me in my dreams, so I'm
Aww.
very. That made me warm and happy
that
inside.
Is nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
I had a nap before the show, and I had a dream that I was a dancer in like a choreographed thing, which was kind of. I don't know how I knew all the moves, but in the dream I did.
We have different dreams, you and I. I dreamt about a beautiful chocolate brown Labrador / staff cross licking my face, and you dreamt about being a dancer.
Strictly. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's
anyway,
on the docket for tonight?
I think you're going to choke me with a spoon.
No, I'm going to pull your hair.
You're going to pull my hair.
No, it was gag me with a spoon.
Gag me with a spoon. Because that's totally different. What? Oh, anyway. Yeah, you're going to call me a dirty bitch and spit on me. I think that's definitely going to happen. Anyway.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas. Have you seen my meme? Have you seen my cursed image for the day?
The Dennis Prager one.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and read it out loud.
It says, sometimes when I go poop, the paper rips and I lick my fingers to see if there's poop on them.
Oh, God. I had not read it through because Dennis Prager is enough of a cringe, a cursed image himself. Just like his face is a cursed image.
Well, I found it on a thing. Again, I've got a folder on my computer that has cursed images. I've got so many. I'm not going to waste them all because I broadcast 5 days a week. So
yeah, you got to spread them out.
You've got to have like a conveyor belt ready to go whenever you need them, Anyway,
also,
some
in the chat, can we say, when you're done with the cursed images, I just wanted to bring up some British culture.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, Bill Bailey won Strictly.
Did he? Okay.
Yes, he did. So a friend of mine told me, because I can't watch it in Germany as well, so I went on the YouTubes and watched it. And his first dance was like, and he definitely seems better at the smooth, but I've not seen all of his Latin dances.
Hang on. Whoa, he seems better at the smooth. Oh my God, we've got a cute baby. Sorry. Go on.
That is a cute.
Hang on, I have to put that on the screen.
Smooth dances are things like the foxtrot, the waltz, things like that. The Latin dances are more like paso doble. No, that's actually, well, I mean, it's got a pretty straight lines, but yeah, cha-cha things, samba, things like that. And it requires a lot of hip movement. And Bill Bailey is naturally has a naturally stiff posture, being British and all. So he didn't have any problems with slouching, but I'm excited to see his later dances because I know they get pretty intense with their routines on Strictly. Anyway, congratulations, Bill Bailey, a much beloved and national treasure of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Look at this sweetie.
That's a cute dog. That's a cute
It
puppet dog.
is. It is
Yeah,
a
not
cute little
totally
puppet.
dissimilar, but that's Bailey was like proper like brown, all over brown. She
Yeah.
was, yeah.
If anyone is not seeing him dance, you can go to YouTube. Strictly puts on all of the weeks. So there's a whole playlist of week by week Bill Bailey's dances, and I'm making my way through it all the way to the finale. So.
By the way, if people want to send me cute animals, I will always show cute animals. That's quality content right there, my friend.
He probably won't give you credit. But
Well,
he'll
I
show
don't know
the
who
image.
sent me this.
'Cause
Thank
you
you.
never-
It was 255 AD. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay, 250.
yeah. And if you want me to give you credit, you can give me money. Because that way I will actually remember who you sent it, because the thing will happen. Anyway, so that's streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875 if you want to make a noise that will reverberate in my head and annoy me.
Send you money.
Yeah, and you can send me money. If that's what you want to do. If you don't, that's also cool. Vibes. Anyway, so, right. Talking of Dennis Prager and his love for licking poop off his own hands,
Yes.
Prager University is an interesting... As an academic, Kristi, how would you rate this fine centre of learning?
Oh, it is the opposite of learning. It's indoctrination based on faith and hate.
Yes. Yes. Now, this video, I mean, I've done a series called Prager FU, where I go through their nonsense. Kristi's covered Prager U many times on her weekend shows, and is very good. Goes into much more depth than I, but with fewer cock jokes, so, swings and roundabouts,
Exactly.
Now, this video, Kristi, I presume you haven't seen this video?
No, I've not.
Okay.
Because I got physically nauseous when I read the tweet contents.
Yeah. You're going to think, I think, that this is like a satire. This is something that someone put together to make them look racist.
They are perfectly capable
Yeah.
of making
But this
themselves racist as fuck.
This is legit their verified account on Twitter. This is their video. They put this out, okay?
Yep.
But I assure you this is true. The quote...
Standing for dead racist traitors.
Yeah, but in the most ridiculous way. Trust me, this is, I think, will blow your mind. Statues of Robert E. Lee are being removed across America, this time at the US Capitol. That's true, we covered that in the last show. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Another bites of dust. Here's why Lee's statue should remain.
No. Just no.
So, there are several arguments you think you're going to hear in this video.
Okay. Let's do a hypothetical. You've seen it, right?
I have seen this, yes.
All right, let me see if I can predict. Let me try to think like a hateful, narrow-minded, agenda-driven conservative out to maintain whites' power over every other group in America. It's our history, and you can't deny our history. Let's see what else. That's it. That's all I got.
Well,
That's all I got.
it does involve history.
Okay.
But I can't really do better than letting them explain. They take things that are mostly facts, I think, mostly.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Are interesting as defences.
Okay. All right. Let us break this down.
By the way, also, they've got millions and millions of AstroTurf dollars, and yet they're still using license-free music from YouTube.
Nice.
Trust me, because as a poor motherfucker who makes YouTube videos, I recognise this music. I know what this is.
Yeah.
It's free music that they're using, and mixing terribly. The audio on this is dog shit.
Standing for a Racist Traitor by PragerU.
Yeah.
Who was Robert E. Lee?
A piece of shit. A piece of shit traitor.
Yeah.
What is this shit music? This is
Yeah.
Statues of
annoying.
Great historical figures like Robert E. Lee are being torn down across America.
I'm sorry. Pause. Great? Fucking great? No. He was horrific. He
Yeah.
helped lead the nation. He helped kill other Americans. He was in charge of organizing the killing of other Americans because of racism and wanting to preserve slavery over, human beings and violating their rights.
Yeah, the morality is obviously the slavery thing, but just even if you want to look at it from a patriotic white people thing, He
Yeah.
was the driving force behind the most murderous period in American history. Literally
Yes.
hundreds of thousands. The most destructive war, in terms of lives, that America has ever known.
Yeah, morally he's wrong in terms of his oaths to the Constitution, and that the military also take was wrong. Everything about him is wrong. If you love the American Constitution and the Union, and everything, like if that is what, with all its flaws, you still think, okay, we can work with this and make it better. There's a good foundation to tweak from. He wasn't great. He was the antithesis of all those things.
Indeed. And to the person who said there's a statue of Robert E. Lee at the Capitol, past tense. Yeah. Pelosi got it taken down last week. Yes, wasn't Robert E. Lee opposed to statues of people like Robert E. Lee? He was. He said the Confederate States should not be commemorized. I think he realised in his dying hours that was probably a mistake. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Don't make me a hero. I'm a piece of shit.
Bit late now, but I mean, at least, better late than never, I suppose. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Definitely better late than pregnant if you don't want to be.
True, but coat hanger. It's all good.
Oh, God.
It's all
God.
good. What?
Dark. Fucking so dark. Anyway, hit play.
To remind us why his statue should remain.
So here are some
Robert E.
facts that show why it should remain, okay? I'm going to turn this up to max because it's a little bit loud.
Okay.
So these are some facts about Robert E. Lee that show why his statue should remain.
In the U.S. Capitol.
Not just in the
Or
US Capitol,
anywhere.
across America. Look, they're being
Yes.
removed across America. Here's
right.
why they should stay. Okay. So, I mean, you're expecting, like you say, you're expecting some stuff about, like, heritage, not hate or something. Prager, you went a different road with it.
Or even just like this is part of our history. Like this, you can't erase the Civil War. Like, but that's a bullshit argument. Anyway, yeah.
Statue should remain. Robert E. Lee was connected to George Washington through his father. Of course, Harry
So
Lee.
fucking what?
Yeah.
Honestly, so we're a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't see a bunch of statues just because like people were genetically related to a guy who was our first president.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dave Jones is also third cousin, twice removed, friend, dog walker to Thomas Jefferson. You should give him a statue.
Yeah. Statistically, it's inevitable that I have taken in oxygen atoms that were breathed in and out by George Washington. Do I get a statue?
Well, I like the statistical thing about Charlemagne, the Holy Roman Emperor guy. That if your family has remained in Europe since the days of Charlemagne, you're almost certainly in some way related to him.
No, let's give a statue to fucking everybody then.
Yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to, you could give a statue to everyone in Europe, basically, except the modern brown people who've come in. That doesn't apply to them because geographically they weren't here at the time. But statistically, the point remains, and it's obviously therefore fucking irrelevant.
Well, it's kind of like, hey, George Washington had slaves. Lee had, defended slavery.
And had slaves.
Did he?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't want to say.
No. Well, this is the thing. They'll often say, "Did you know Abraham Lincoln had slaves, but Lee didn't have slaves?" No, they both had slaves. But technically, they both had slaves because at the time, their wives' property transferred over to them when they were married,
marriage.
and
Okay,
their
yeah.
wives' families had slaves. Therefore, they got slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them particularly wanted slaves, especially. But they both owned slaves. But it's interesting that the Confederate defender will say Lincoln had slaves and then deny that Lee had
did.
slaves, even though they had slaves for exactly the same reason.
Yeah, well, history and facts, not their strong suit.
No. Anyway, but in terms of historical connection, it gets even more tenuous in a second.
Washington's cavalry commander, and his wife, Martha Washington's great-granddaughter.
Again, who gives a
Lee's
fuck?
home at Arlington House was just 10 miles from Washington's Mount Vernon.
He had a house that was close to a house that Washington lived in.
A century later.
Yeah, who cares? Who gives it the slightest shit?
Is this their best defense? Really? This is their opening.
Ironically,
volley?
yes. This is the best this video gets. This is the least offensive this video gets. At least this bit of the video only insults your intelligence, not racial groupings.
Wait. Does it get down to Lee and Washington both wore trousers? They both wore shoes.
Inhaled oxygen and exhaled carbon dioxide.
They both did a poo.
They were both known to have read newspapers. Yeah. Anyway, But then it gets. Then you start to see a little bit of the nonsense creeping in a second.
Today, it is the site of Arlington National Cemetery.
That's true. The Arlington National Cemetery is the former home and estate of Robert E. Lee. They don't explain why that transfer took place, though, do they?
Oh, do you know?
I do know, yes.
Would you like to tell us? Enlighten us, Kevin.
During the American Civil War, Arlington National Cemetery is relatively close to Washington, D.C., and so Union forces took it over relatively early in the war and kept control of it for the entirety of it. The quartermaster of the United States of America, whose name escapes me briefly, was given the job of burying the hundreds of thousands of corpses from the Civil War. They didn't have space for it, so they decided to create a new place. They thought, well, we've taken ownership of this place. We're not giving it back to the prick.
They just seized his property?
Yeah, this is contraband. This is contraband of war. So
government seized property.
Decided to take it very personally because the quartermaster's son had just been killed in a battle against Lee's forces. So he decided to specifically say, I want to bury people at this place so that this house can never be used by these people ever again. And literally, as he said in the great documentary, the Civil War one,
Ken Burns?
Ken Burns, yes. That the quartermaster's son was buried in Mrs. Lee's rose garden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But
literally,
broke that shit up.
To take his son's corpse to the steps of the man who had killed him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's actually serious, very powerful.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful, isn't it? So yeah, that's why. But they don't explain that. They just say, well, clearly it's Arlington National Cemetery, so he must be a good guy. No, they chose it specifically because he wasn't a good guy.
Yep,
you shouldn't.
lying again.
They literally, it's the opposite. You're making the opposite argument of what you think you are, Prager.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, but like I say, this is the least offensive bit of the video.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. Not even a minute in.
After 30 years of military service, Lee led U.S. Marines to crush the attempted slave rebellion by radical abolitionist John Brown.
I'm sorry. What?
John Brown's the bad guy.
No. John, we need, who was it was saying we need more white people like John Brown?
Yeah.
I think it was a comedian I saw, a black comedian, and he's like, white people are like, oh, people need to do more to stop racism. He's like, we need some John Brown white people, and he like gets really quiet when I say that.
Yeah.
Right. You had someone trying to liberate people and restore their rights. Yep. And you're casting him as the bad guy, and the person who is crushing down human rights and basic civil rights is the hero. You guys are fucking racist pieces of shit over at Prager.
Yeah. Also, radical abolitionist? I thought we'd all agreed that the abolitionist thing was good. I thought we'd all gone,
yes.
Yeah,
I thought the
enough.
Republicans were proud of that.
Fair enough.
Remember?
They were probably on the right side on that one.
I mean, it's funny how when abolition was argued by Republicans because they were war profiteers and were happy to sell arms to both sides in the North, then the Republicans are, really good for being abolitionists. But you get someone who actually tries to put it into practice by freeing people, and suddenly he's a radical.
Indeed. So John Brown's the bad guy, even though in reality John Brown is an American hero and should be held up as such.
Yeah, he literally died for what he believed in, which was helping to free other people.
Now, you can argue about tactics. He probably wasn't a tactical genius if you look at the raid on Harper's Ferry. Not really the point, though. And what I will say, in slight scintilla of defence for Robert E. Lee, is that at the time, he was an army commander. He was given orders to go into Harper's Ferry and quell an uprising. And did so.
So he's following orders.
Following orders. Now, that's not a defence. That's not a defence in the sense of morality. I'm just saying, as a practical, on-the-ground thing, he was just essentially doing his job. Now, that doesn't make him a hero, not at all. He's clearly killing good people trying to do a good thing, albeit in a silly way.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that from a defence in that perspective. And that's certainly not a reason you should ever give someone a fucking statue, okay? I'm just saying
Definitely
the idea...
not.
It's not. It's more complex than maybe some people might want to make it out. But John Brown was a fucking hero, okay? Mm-hmm. The idea that he's the bad guy and Lee is the good guy is fucking absurd.
It just shows the white supremacy at the heart of this.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous.
In October 1859, 21 co-conspirators had seized a federal armory, and all of them were killed or captured, including John Brown. who was tried and
Doing
hanged
what?
for treason.
Doing what?
Interestingly, they don't seem to care that Lee's forces captured several federal armories and raided them before war had ever been declared by the North.
Double standards for the white
Yeah.
guy they like.
Interesting. Also, they don't seem to mind that he was tried and hanged for treason against a state. Not against the United States. Against the state of Virginia.
How do you have fucking treason against a state? What kind of bullshit is
You
that?
don't. It was a kangaroo
Yeah.
court. He was literally,
So
there's a famous painting of it, he was literally so ill, he was in a bed in the courtroom. So not fit to stand trial, clearly. And you can't do it by absentia because video link isn't a thing back in 1860.
Yeah.
Or 1859 or whatever it was. So he clearly wasn't fit to stand trial, and clearly they had no standing to bring the case. It's absolutely ridiculous. They still hung him anyway. But this is the party of the Constitution, apparently.
For white guys.
Yeah.
That are rich.
Yeah. Anyway, so John Brown's the bad guy. Why
No.
didn't they write a song called Robert Lee's Body, I wonder? Robert Lee's body lies mouldering in the grave. Lol. Mouldering in the grave. Lol. Mouldering in the grave. Sorry. Anyway.
Lee deemed slavery a moral and political evil in any country, but considered it a greater evil to the white man than to the black race, since
Oh,
blacks
God.
are immeasurably better off here than in Africa.
Oh, fuck you and your white savior. I need to enslave you, and take your labor, your children, and your entire lives because otherwise you'd be worse off. Justification that racists used. Fuck you.
Look at that. That's a prageru video, and that still is available. Since blacks are
Yeah.
actually better off here than in Africa. Yeah. Few points. Firstly, he wasn't really against slavery. He made a kind of moralistic argument, but like you say, was like, yeah, but we need to keep it because the blacks probably need to learn how to be civilised. That's quite racist. Maybe not give a statue to him. Also, it was known that on his estate, the slaves that were there were punished very, very harshly. One
Yeah.
particular account gives that after whipping, they would put salted brine in the wounds as an extra punishment at that estate. Now, he didn't personally engage in that, but he knew it was going on and he didn't stop it. Let's
Yep.
not pretend he was like being paternalistic towards the black folk of America. He wasn't.
Absolutely not. And the idea that being enslaved to make other people money is better off than being free, even if you're struggling, is tell that to the founding fucking fathers.
Yeah, you don't get to cry about liberty and freedom against
Yeah.
the tyranny of the federal government whilst owning humans.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
also the major overarching fact is he took up arms to defend that institution.
Yes, which is why he was given statues, and he shouldn't have been, and that's why we're taking them down, because he's a traitor
Yeah.
and a slaver and a morally reprehensible human being
Well, I've
for
made
doing what he did.
this point before. The greatest symbol of how Reconstruction failed is that those statues were ever allowed to be erected. I told you, didn't I, about the Andersonville prison one? Just an appalling...
I don't know.
I think I did.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Andersonville prison was technically, I believe, at the time, the 6th largest town in the South. It was a prisoner of war camp, Northern soldiers. There was a backlog based on the fact that they wouldn't give black POWs the same rights as white POWs.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Because they didn't consider what black people to be people.
Right.
And so the prisoner exchange program was stopped. Because if you're not going to give our black POWs the same thing, then fuck
Yeah.
you. You don't get your prisoners back, dickheads. Anyway. So Andersonville prison becomes backlogged. This is in the South. This is in Georgia, I believe. And it's now... the town's called something else now because they didn't want Andersonville as a name anymore because it got... and quite rightly, the hideous reputation. Anyway, thousands, tens of thousands of men died at this place. They were murdered, in essence.
Yeah.
Henry Wirtz, the commandant, was eventually killed, and rightly so, for his crimes. They had them living in holes in the ground, literally holes in the ground. They weren't huts or anything, just holes in the ground covered by blankets. They had a thing called Sweetwater Creek, which was a small, not very flowing river, or stream at the bottom of the thing, which they had to piss, shit, bathe, and drink from.
Oh, God.
So disease was
Cholera,
rampant.
yeah.
It was absolutely appalling. The prisoners who were eventually saved from there literally the photographs of them, it's reminiscent of the Holocaust that would take place in Europe a century later. Literally skeletal figures,
Starving.
barely alive, and many of them wouldn't survive. Anyway, the commandant, Henry Wirtz, has a statue in that town, has a monument in that town today.
For killing Americans.
Today. Yeah, the fact that those statues are ever allowed is just... They're traitors. You're putting up statues to traitors who killed Americans.
Don't tell me that there isn't institutional racism in America.
Why not put an Osama bin Laden statue in at Ground Zero? Why not? He killed fewer people than Henry Wirtz fucking did.
Spicy take.
Spicy take, but no, show me the lie.
No, it makes the point. Yeah, it shows the analogous thinking here.
Yeah.
Opposing secession, Lee foresaw no greater calamity for the country than a dissolution of the Union. But when Virginia seceded in a close vote, Lee resigned his commission. Despite offers to command Union forces, Lee opted to organize the defense of his native state.
So he's a traitor.
So he's a traitor, yeah. So
he doesn't deserve a statue for that.
He'd taken an oath to the United States.
Yes.
Could have taken, was literally offered the command of the United States military to put down this traitorous pro-slavery rebellion. But decided to forego that, take up arms against his oath, his previous oath, and kill Americans. Statue?
Nope. No. All this is just convincing me more that there should be no Lee statues anywhere in America.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is, like I say, it's almost like this is satire. Like if I was to put a video together to make prageru look shit, it would basically be this. Yeah.
After 4 years as Confederate commander, Lee became an icon of reconciliation upon his surrender.
Not really. Like reconciliation between white folk, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Like,
there's no doubt
that just is an assertion.
He said that he did say to his troops in his final speech outside Appomattox about these are your countrymen or something, and he was literally trying to say, okay, we lost, you're Americans again. Never mind. But I mean, I don't really care at that point. Like he's surrendered.
You don't get a statue for that.
He does. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've already surrendered. I don't really care what you say beyond that.
Traitor.
Like, it's not your choice whether you're American anymore. We've literally at gunpoint forced you to be so.
Yeah, like you lost.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't. You don't get a statue for being a traitor and then going, okay, well, stop now. Like you were still a traitor. It doesn't erase what he did.
President of Virginia's Washington College, he favored education for freed slaves, but opposed the right to vote.
Yeah, also allowed the KKK to operate freely in the grounds.
Let that part out.
Racism was rampant at Washington College when he was there.
How come they didn't include that?
It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame that they didn't put in like any facts. Also, but oppose their right to vote.
Exactly.
What? So that's a reason he should be given a statue.
Is that what they're arguing?
Yes. The start of this was these are things that are true about Lee that means he should have a statue.
Yeah. He opposed the right of black people to vote. Give him a statue!
Especially at the US Capitol, which is where elected representatives go and, fulfill their duties. Why would you give a statue to a guy who opposed millions of Americans' right to vote?
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst place you could put a statue.
Yes.
Look, at most you might give him a plaque at Gettysburg, because he was involved. That's about it, though. That's a historical thing.
Yeah, it's a historical marker. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of like celebration.
Yeah, a statue of the man at the Capitol, which is where the votes ultimately translate into actual legislation eventually. Why would you give him that? You might as well give, I don't know, an actual, I mean, he is a slave owner, but you might as well give slavery itself its own fucking statue or something. Like it's nonsense.
Find someone who opposed women's suffrage and go, hey, let's give them a statue for opposing half the population not having any say in the government that they pay taxes to.
Yeah. Here's a suffragette getting force-fed in a prison. Funny.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Lee died from a stroke in 1870 and is buried beneath Lee Chapel in what's now Washington and Lee University. His legendary warhorse Traveler rests in a plot nearby.
I think that they just kind of assume people who watch these videos don't think critically. They just sort of like absorb like marshmallows. I don't know. Like marshmallows don't really absorb things. But I'm just like, they're just sort of soft and pliant. I'm thinking, what's that? Gormless.
Gormless. Absolutely
Gormless viewers.
Gormless, yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, I've completely forgotten that a minute ago or less than 2 minutes ago, you told me these were reasons why his statue should remain. Statue
should remain. His horse is buried. Okay.
Really?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't mind the horse. It was clearly a very good horse. The horse is morally completely neutral in the matter.
Yeah, it had no say.
No.
It had no agency.
It's a very fireable horse. But, I mean, give the horse a statue, I suppose. I don't really care. It's nice. That's just a nice statue of a horse. It's the guy on top of the horse I have an issue with. Really. Yeah, what we need is more statues of horses, fewer statues of traitors.
Apparently, if you're buried near your horse, you deserve a statue, according to this logic.
That's true. Yeah. So I need to get buried near like a racetrack or something. I might get a statue. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Those are the reasons. So he came out of
none.
He came out of his dad's balls. Is a reason. Yeah. And his dad's balls happened to be near the balls of Washington at one point. Okay.
They descended from the balls of Washington.
His wife's house, and it was his wife's house initially, which is why he got the slaves and all that. His wife's house was near a house that Washington once lived in. Solid reasoning.
I'm convinced.
He put down a righteous rebellion by an American hero. Mm-hmm. He was racist in not wanting black people to vote.
Oh, yes. He also thought slavery was better than freedom.
Slavery was better than freedom. He took up arms against the United States and murdered its citizens.
Mm-hmm. Let racism run rampant at the campus he oversaw.
Yep. And buried near his horse.
Yep.
Give him a statue. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this video?
This is their best effort.
It's ridiculous. Wow. Every part of this is bullshit. What the fuck?
If someone handed this in to me as an essay, I could only assume they were being ironic.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Like I say, this seems like satire. Like someone saying, "This is how stupid fucking Prager are," and it's on their, it's their fucking. They put it out. It's their Twitter account.
Fuck.
Absolutely mental. But that's good stuff.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was very fun. Lincoln fired McClellan twice. He did. I don't know what that relevance that is particularly, but he did, yes.
Maybe he deserves 2 statues then.
Well, maybe. But
compared to Lee.
Yeah. But, if losing a general election gets you a statue, then so does Trump get one, I suppose. Hey-o! Because, he lost to... He lost to
Joe
Lincoln.
Biden? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I still thought you were talking about
sorry, no, I'm US. I'm still on the US Civil War. Yeah, he was the commander in chief who did basically nothing. He would just sit still and not do anything. Well, at the Battle of Antietam, to be fair, but still. Anyway, and was fired twice and eventually ran against him in 1864 and lost. I think he only won New Jersey or some dumb shit. It was like a blowout, crazy blowout. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. Right. So, any more on prageru?
Oh no, please. Let's move on. I mean, I'm that was fun to laugh at. It was painful though to listen to that tortured list of random historical facts that don't justify his statue remaining whatsoever. They didn't even make a closing argument.
No, there is no. No, the closing argument was he was buried near his horse. That was the final line. That's it, yeah.
You're really ending on a strong, really leaving a point your audience is going to take away.
Absolutely. Exactly, yeah. End on something that you want to reverberate in your listener's mind. His horse was buried near him. Okay, I mean, he liked the horse. He wanted the horse buried on his grounds. Okay, cool. I don't give a fuck. So
literally irrelevant to him having a statue in the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about this.
This is Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk and his tiny little face. Actually, he makes an appearance here, trying to shill for. Oh, that's an amazing still. Lovely. Anyway, Charlie Kirk is this small facial feature, massive headed freak creature, who runs TPUSA, Turning Point USA, which is in theory a youth group for conservatism in America. It's actually a boomer kind of neo-fascist group in America.
Yeah.
And it is. They say they appeal to young people, but if you look at the advertising they do on Facebook, because you can strictly target specific age groups and genders, and I don't know if racial.
It's like adult diapers and gold and garlic remedies.
All of that kind of thing. So you can target specifically who you want to advertise to. TPUSA spend overwhelmingly their money on 50 and over. That's who they're targeting. It's a youth group
started by the grandparents.
Yeah, it's basically trying to make boomers, before they die, think that conservatism has a future. So they don't go to their grave thinking the world is over. Oh no, the liberals have won or something. Anyway, so this is him shilling, and that's an amazing still. I'm so glad I stopped on that moment. Anyway, and they held a 4-day conference, and they had the dregs of humanity as speakers, obviously. Tucker Carlson was given a rapturous entrance, like a rock star. Yeah. And I genuinely, it's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. We covered, in the last show, they had a money cannon, like a T-shirt cannon, but money. Yeah. Naturally. Read the room, guys. Donald Trump Jr., Janine Pirro, fucking all kinds of crazy bastards. Anyway, at the very start of it, they ran an intro. Which I think might be the greatest thing I've ever seen. I laugh so hard I no longer have a perineum. I just have a testicle-anus combo. That's all I have now. It blew me out. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's so stupid. And again, they're using free music as well. Millionaire
all the free music.
Millionaire AstroTurf dickheads using this Kevin McLeod music or whatever.
They need to spend their money on the money cannon.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, this is it. This is how you do an intro, Kev. Yeah. Like, this is what our show should look like. Okay, white guy.
Communism detected.
There are too many communists in this country.
There are too many communists in this country, and AOC flashes up. Okay.
All right, because the Constitution that allows for free speech, which comes from free thought, but there's too many communisms. We need to control thought and control speech.
We do. But luckily, they've got a remedy. So
more and more every election. We have to do something. We must do something. Do you think it's time?
Another white guy.
It's time.
Typical Republic.
Oh my God, this is so awful.
No, he's got a hammer. You're thinking, what the fuck? Is he going to smash his laptop up?
Oh, hopefully.
No. They've got an answer to the communisms, Kristi.
Oh, this is so badly acted.
In case of communism, break glass.
What the actual... They actually thought this is a good idea.
They thought
someone thought this was a great idea.
Oh, fucking hell. It's amazing. Okay.
Oh, what, you need to line up your shot? Come on.
That's not what that sounds like. What?
No.
But now get ready for it, Kristi.
Yeah, big government sucks except for all the tax breaks they hand out to corporations and billionaires.
Nuclear Lincoln!
This is like Amerigeddon all over again. It's amazing.
It's fucking superhero Lincoln statue. Oh.
Who basically they would argue with today for freeing slaves if they lived at the same time.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. Oh, so you hate white people then, do you? Ugh.
Yes. Oh, that's not phallic at all.
Washington cock explosion.
What is? I can't even say what that.
Staff of Freedom.
All right, because you have to stop the people from thinking freely to protect people from thinking freely. God, these reaction shots are so bad.
Yeah.
Of freedom.
Yes, you've got the cock of liberty in your hands. What the fucking hell?
It just looks like a pipe they've painted.
But what did the Lincoln nuclear eyes thing? What did that?
Well,
what does any of this mean?
Honestly, Frankenstein versus the space monsters made more sense.
Yeah.
It's so
Or means.
beautiful.
Yes, your phallic symbol is so beautiful. Could this be any more homoerotic, really?
This dusty ass pipe is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna use it to beat up women and people I don't like who are slightly dusky or darker.
So now he's just going to run around Washington with a stick.
Yeah, come on, go. Come on, white man. You know what you want to do with like the white supremacist system? You're like, go smash, go hit people you don't like. Oh, you see, he's so respectful of it. He's putting it on the ground. Yeah, it's just a walking stick now. Pause it. It's like the director said, okay, go sit on that step and look like a smug prick.
Yeah. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
It was the only bit of like reaction that I believed. So
Wowza.
In the turning point bunker, and we pushed the button. This artifact appeared.
Is that something that could be used to bring forth liberal tears?
Is it a magic wand so we can turn everybody into cinnamon rolls? Hear me out. Bibbidi bobbidi bakery treat.
Hey, I'm a ditzy woman.
What the fuck is what? Bibbidi bobbidi bakery. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's supposed to be funny.
This is gibberish.
It
The
is.
stick that the left has shoved up their own party's butt, telling them what to do.
I don't know.
The
but
staff
I
of
think you should go
freedom
ask
is
the president
stuffed
about
up the
it. I
butts of
think
leftists.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to go back a little bit. The staff of freedom was stuffed up the butts of leftists. That's his idea. That makes no sense.
No.
Like they should have scripted this.
Yeah.
They really should have scripted
Stick
this.
that the left has shoved up their own party's butt, telling them what to do.
I don't know, but I think you should go ask the president about it. I think he might know.
You should ask the president to clean up your fucking audio, Charlie.
Yeah.
The fuck? Also, have a shave, you fucking dickhead. Like, I grow a beard, I'm allowed to be hairy. What the fuck is this nonsense? Come on now.
That's just laziness.
Yeah. Like, I know you're taking the results hard from November, but
The copium.
come on now.
Copium come down.
Yeah. Like when Styx Hexenhammer started doing videos in his bathrobe. Like, he's not handling it well.
Is he?
He did like 2 weeks worth of videos after the election in a red bathrobe. Like, just, you need to get dressed. That's the first way you start to tackle depression is you need to keep active, Sticks. You get dressed, you get out of the house, you get some fresh air, some sunlight. Just try and act like you're not fucking clinically...
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. About to put a fucking gun to your temple. Jesus. Anyway.
The president?
Yes, the president.
Benny, I know this is really important. Here's the deal. You gotta go see my father about this one. He'll know exactly what to do.
All right, I'll go. I will.
And he was definitely talking to him, and he didn't just pre-record a 10-second video on his phone.
And not have any fucking clue what he was even talking about.
No.
That's not what happened.
No. So anyway, Benny's going to go and see the president. That seems like a reasonable use of the president's time.
Yeah, I mean, we're only dealing with a Russian hack. There's also the issue of the transition. There's also the issue of the COVID relief package coming through Congress, which he could have participated in and before everybody voted. But no, he's going to go dick around with some wank job from tpusa about a dusty-ass pipe.
He's got the staff of freedom, Kristi. This is what's going to save America from the communisms.
Yes, they got it out of Lincoln, the Washington Phallic Memorial.
Yeah, which Lincoln had put up there. They were very close. I mean,
Lincoln got it to shoot. Yeah, Lincoln's special look with his eyes are so powerful it can make the Washington Monument penis just explode with joy.
Yeah.
With freedom joy.
He had powerful eye, exactly. Spraying
Freedom
liberty all
juice.
over your tits. Absolutely. Constitution?
Constitution, nice.
That could be a thing. I don't know where to use that joke, but it popped into my head. It's a thing. Goat, you
Mr. President.
Tragic.
Hello, Benny. How do you like my wall?
I think it's amazing.
Many people
Wow.
think only about a
Wait,
wall
wait.
on the
Pause. So they could actually get Don Jr.,
Yeah.
but they had to get somebody to impersonate Trump.
Yeah.
Is that a green screen? It looks kind of green screen to me.
Possibly.
Pretty sharp lines there.
Yeah. Also, yeah, the audio sounds a bit too clean for him to be in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
order, but I built an even bigger, better, stronger one at the White House, too.
It's,
maybe he's
beautiful, Mr. President.
Honestly, it is the only way to keep out Hillary. She kept trying to sneak in. Nasty.
Not just that, but couldn't they hire a good Trump impersonator?
For fuck's sake, Hillary was 2016. Like,
What?
can you not update things? Or do you just, like, obsess on women?
Well, no, because they're stuck in 2016. That was their their high point of their nonsense, you know.
Their glory year.
Nasty woman.
So can I come to the White House?
No, we have a security breach right now. There is a kraken loose on the White House grounds. Very deep.
It's dead.
Yeah.
There's a dead kraken on the White House.
Oh yes, the Kraken. Even I'll get to it in my bookmarks. Did you see Fox News and Newsmax had to backpedal?
Oh yes, quite a lot of backpedaling because they're in trouble.
Oh yeah,
like, they are definitely going to get sued. And someone else sued them. A person actually in Colorado filed suit. I've got that in my bookmarks too.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Mr. President, what I had to ask you about was the staff of freedom. I don't know what it is or what it does.
Benny, I know a lot of national secrets now. The answer for that is in Palm Beach at Turning Point's Student Action Summit. A big deal, a very big deal.
Oh my God.
Lots of beautiful young people there. Go down there and you will find your answer. Oh,
have you ever seen anything more cringe in your fucking life?
This
than
is so bad, really.
This is
honestly, and they say
pathetic.
the left can't meme.
Oh no, this is a joke. This is a fucking joke, man.
This is so terrible.
and by the way, Benny, I won by a lot.
Doesn't sound at all completely unhinged.
No, you didn't.
By the way, I won. But no, you fucking lost.
Yeah.
Get over it. Take the L. You can't.
Okay. I'll go right there.
But there's a pandemic on.
He went onto the plane with it. Fucking hell.
Who gives a fuck about COVID? Let's just kill people because we're careless.
What's going on, Palm Beach? How we doing? What?
Why is there smoke there?
It's on fire.
Why is there
All these
dry
people are
ice?
so hot that the
How
whole
we
place is
doing
on
tonight?
fire.
I always love it when I can't see the speaker.
Summit 2020?
Also, note he's wearing a different t-shirt.
Yeah, continuity problems there, bud.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, I can't believe this is real anymore.
Was like, go down to see the beautiful kids in Palm Beach.
Oh, he did the impression.
I was about to
What?
say, yeah, that's the so he was talking to himself. Okay, cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
We'll figure out what this is. I don't know what it does. What about this?
Did someone say use it to
What
beat
the hell
Hillary?
is this thing?
Possibly. Did I?
In the audience. Yeah, if you go back.
Yeah, beat Hillary. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
I'm sure Andy and Go will be onto that, because that's violence. That's nasty.
Is this the Kraken? Is this the Kraken they've been talking about? Should we try to put them together like Infinity Stones? Should we go like this? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, stick your
Should we do
massive
this?
stick into the
Here
Kraken.
we go. 1, 2.
Put your long staff in the Kraken.
Wow.
Is that Karl Marx?
That is Karl Marx. Yeah.
Who's on the left then? Gramsci?
Dirty communist! Dude!
Yeah, mass extermination. That's what you want.
Guys, suck!
So the Staff of Freedom, it seems, opens up the graphics behind them on the stage of their conference.
Yeah, that's all it does. It's not a very impressive staff. Honestly, in D&D, you would maybe use that once and then you just carry it around and eventually you'd sell it off because it didn't do anything.
Yeah. Someone points out they need to get laid. That's so true. Oh, God. So anyway, yeah, that was tpusa. That was their high point, I think.
You didn't say this was a cringe episode, but it is.
It is very much a cringe episode. Well, when we're talking about modern conservatism, is anything not a cringe episode?
Yeah,
really?
that's true. It's all just basically fascist LARPing as freedom fighters.
Indeed. So, should we do bookmarks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Someone just sent me that. It's adorable.
Aw.
Cute dogs on a heating pad on a cold day.
Thank you, Deanne.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, so we'll get to bookmarks and see what we got going on. Yes, there are cats. There are always cats.
Always palate cleansers. We need them.
Always.
Go to our happy place.
Indeed. We saw that one. So this is Newsmax backpedaling.
Now, we have to explain this before we hit play.
Go on then.
Yeah, Dominion and whatever Smart Techs or whatever the Smartomatics, the other company. Smartmatic, yeah. They went, you guys are lying about us through the media. You are publishing, like you are airing on your and your shows complete lies, and you are damaging our reputation and you are hurting our business. And there is no basis in fact to justify what you are saying about us. So we're going to sue you for the damages because we are being financially hurt by your unfounded lies, your libel. And they're all freaking the fuck out because it's true. They know it's true.
Yeah.
So now they're all trying to dial it back.
Yeah. So we've covered the fact that Newsmax have basically all of the lies that you've heard about the election. Newsmax has said them all, every last one of them. But now, just like Alex Jones having to backpedal on accusations of pedophilia and child murder and all of that sort of thing when threatened with lawsuits, which he's done many times, Newsmax had to bend the knee.
Since Election Day, various guests, attorneys, and elected officials have appeared on Newsmax and offered opinions and claims about Smartmatic and Dominion Systems, both companies that offer voting software in the U.S., and Newsmax would like to clarify its news coverage and note that it has not reported as true.
Hey, I'm lying over here.
Oh, we just put on people who make these accusations against you, and then we don't say that. Oh, that's not true.
Also, their hosts have done that as well, so it's not just guests.
Yeah.
Certain claims made about these companies. There are several facts our viewers and readers should be aware of. Newsmax has found no evidence that either Dominion or Smartmatic owns the other or has any business association with each other.
Interesting. Because they've claimed the exact opposite, haven't they?
Yeah. They're in it together with the ghost of Hugo Chavez.
Oh, he gets a mention, obviously.
We have no evidence that Dominion uses Smartmatic software or vice versa. No evidence has been offered that Dominion or Smartmatic use software or reprogrammed software that manipulated votes in the 2020 election.
That's an interesting claim, because I thought that was the whole point of
the
why
whole
they're not
thing they were
accepting
saying. Yep.
So you just accept that Donald Trump lost then? Because if it's not intentional fraud, and the audits and the recounts have happened, what exactly is your issue?
You guys got caught lying.
Yeah.
You fucked around and found out. Now it's going to cost you money.
Yeah, I hope they take every penny you have.
Oh, I do too.
Smartmatic has stated that its software was only used in the 2020 election in Los Angeles, was not used in any battleground state contested by the Trump campaign. Newsmax has no evidence to the contrary. Dominion has stated the company has no ownership relationship with the Pelosi family, the Feinstein family, the Clinton family, Hugo Chavez, or the government of Venezuela.
But I like the fact they're still talking about Hugo Chavez in the present tense. He has no.
Imagine having to say this out loud.
I know. That's a grown adult. We now accept that they have no ownership relationship with a dead man.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Like, I'd taken that as read. I mean, why did you claim otherwise? It's ridiculous.
This isn't going to be enough. This isn't going to be enough.
It's so not going to be enough. Because for a start, they've said only guests and people have said it. He said it at the very start. Whereas if I was Smartmatic's lawyer, I'd just say, no, here are your hosts saying the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
This isn't just like...
Got the tape.
This isn't just a slip of the tongue from a thing, and you didn't correct any of your guests when they came on, did you?
Yeah, bring receipts.
Yeah.
I've got the receipts.
Yeah, Smartmatic's lawyer, if you need any help, I've got plenty of receipts, motherfuckers. It's all good. If you need any help...
Neither Dominion nor Smartmatic has any relation...
Gratis, by the way. Just, you know what I mean? That's on me. That's a Christmas present to Kev.
With George Soros. Smartmatic is a U.S. company and not owned by the Venezuelan government, Hugo Chavez, or any foreign official or entity. Smartmatic states that it has no operations in Venezuela, while the company did election projects in Venezuela from 2004
How many
to
vuvuzelas have we had?
It states it was never founded by Hugo Chavez, nor did it have a corrupt relationship with him or the Venezuelan government. For more on this, please go to our website at newsmax.com. Read facts about Dominion Smartmatic that you should know.
By the way, I went to that because I covered this on stream last night, and actually I released a clip on it as well. So if you want to go to the Clips channel, link below, go and subscribe, give it a like and all that jazz. Anyway, I went to that. To the link that he mentions there. It's not if you want to read more, it's literally a verbatim script of the thing he just said. That's their issued statement.
Teleprompter.
Yeah.
It's his teleprompter text.
Yeah, it's just the issue. It's the statement that was issued by them that he read out and they published on their website. Didn't display it very prominently though. Interestingly,
Brilliant.
surprising.
Yeah. Suddenly all the corrections are listed on page 3 at the bottom of page 3.
A frog having a weird indoor shower.
Oh, nice.
That's inside someone's house.
I just love his zen.
Yeah, it's
I love this hydrotherapy.
Yeah, this is a spa day for Froggy. Lovely. But that's just someone's chair.
Love it.
Okay. Anyway. Mitch McConnell successfully blocked mandatory paid leave for workers with COVID. In case you wanted to know who the evil people were.
Republicans are fucking evil.
I would argue, actually, that Mitch McConnell is more evil than Donald Trump.
Oh, he's like the he's the mean one, Mr. Grinch. Everything about that song is about him.
Yeah. Donald Trump is an evil person, no doubt about it, but he's too stupid to really enact much of his evil. So it's often like, like with the architecture bullshit executive order, like it's just too aimless to actually achieve anything. Whereas Mitch McConnell is quite a calculated little turtle. Like he knows how to do his evil.
He's been on board with the whole one-party white supremacist rule of America since the beginning. He's that fucking old. I mean, he's been a part of it and leading the charge. The whole thing about justices and stacking the courts, that's his agenda. That's all he cared about while Obama and Trump were both in office.
When you said from the start, I thought, is she going to make an argument for him to get a statue because he was around when George Washington was?
He came out of someone who came out of George Washington's balls.
Exactly, yeah. So give him a statue. Yeah.
All we have to do is bury him next to a horse.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Tomorrow,
yeah. Does he need to be dead when we bury him, or is that optional? I don't know. In Minecraft, obviously. Oh, this is, beyond parody. So, Brianna Joy Gray, we've talked about it before. So, John Ossoff, running for Senate in Georgia, says $1,200 checks now. Brianna Joy Gray says $2,000 checks now. Okay, whatever, that's a difference of opinion. But interestingly, when Bernie Sanders says we need $12,000 checks, $1,200 checks, please watch this.
Yeah. Oh, she's trash. Yeah.
Okay. Like, is $1,200 okay or not? Like, come on now. It's almost as if you're just literally trying to sort of shit on anyone trying to get elected from the left.
Oh, she wants to definitely police every Democrat that gets elected. Yeah. That's her job. Yeah. Her self-appointed job that nobody wants her, like nobody's interested in her having except her.
Yeah. This was quite a nice statistical thing, the old, land doesn't vote bit. Eric Trump and Charlie Kirk are tweeting about how Donald Trump won more counties. Okay, that's almost certainly true. Who is going to explain to them that there are 10 million people in LA County and 169, in Loving County, Texas?
Yeah. It's very basic mathematics.
And then, who will explain to them that 10 million is more than 169? Because again, I don't think the initial point would land. You'd need to explain that difference, because mathematics
people
is
vote.
Not their strong point.
Yeah, people vote. Land doesn't.
Yeah. COVID has landed on Antarctica.
Yeah.
People on a Chilean base.
Finally.
But I only looked at the picture first, and I thought the penguins have got it. What?
That was your thought?
Well, the picture's got penguins, not humans, and humans don't really live in Antarctica. So I was thinking, what?
Poor penguins.
Do I have to now avoid penguins? Look, I mean, it's not a massive issue in Britain, to be honest, but still, it's nice to know. If you see a penguin walking down the street, I'd usually go up to him and be like, "It's a penguin. That's awesome." Whereas now I'm thinking, "Whoa, why aren't you wearing a mask, you little furry prick?" Anyway.
But I like that you shared that was your first thought.
Yeah. Yeah, this show is basically my neuroses played out. That's all this is. This is therapy. Just a cute cat.
Aww,
a cute
Christmas
cat
kitty.
in Christmas stuff. It's just cute. That made me smile.
Yeah, it's very seasonal.
Yeah, the COVID relief bill is garbage. It's $500 million for Israel.
Oh, yeah, they throw all kinds of bullshit in those bills when they know the bills are going to pass. Because they know they're going to pass.
Yeah. And $1.3 billion for Egypt. So that's over $2 billion going to Egypt and Israel, which is way more than's going to the American people. America, do you ever feel like you're getting fucked?
I mean, I'm for foreign aid. Yeah. But I don't know that I'm interested in supporting, missile research programs.
Yeah. The Israeli people aren't seeing a fucking penny of this.
No. This is all to basically build up arms in the Middle East so people can kill each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting. And they never ask, where's this money coming from for Israeli missiles?
No, not on that. When it comes to, actual taxpayers, we can't do that because of deficit. But,
when it comes to, like, giving healthcare to Americans or college education to Americans, it's all of a sudden, have we got the penny pinching? We haven't got the money, sorry. What's that, $500 million for Israel? Go on, then.
Yeah, stick it in. Put it in. Go on.
Anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just another lie. Today, in his briefing, Boris Johnson said that there were 500 lorries queuing in Kent, which we were told would never happen because, Brexit would go so well. But because
Project Fear is a lie.
But because of their preparations, it's now 170. Since then, Kent County Council, run by the Conservative Party, has confirmed that the number was in fact in excess of 500, not 170. And as they point out here, there was no need to lie about that. It's pathological.
Well, of course, that lie will get on BBC News and ITV and everywhere it's Sky, and that little correction won't.
Yeah. Remember when we said the Pope was caught liking an Instagram thing from, I don't know if it's a sex worker or such, but a kind of provocative model, let's say. Yeah,
someone dressed up in like a schoolgirl's uniform.
Yeah. He did it again. So, I mean, I don't know if it's him running it necessarily, but he needs better interns because that's the image he liked.
I also love the reaction, Ace. I really do enjoy Black Twitter and their patter, kind of like the Scottish patter.
It's a cold day.
It is a cold day. Yes. They caught Pope Francis lacking on IG dead.
Fair.
Yeah.
So that's the Pope being horny on Maine. Okay. Ian Miles Chung is garbage, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Still?
Yeah. No one should get any stimulus checks. They should stop the lockdowns and let business resume. Now, that's a disgusting thing, but
yeah,
at least if he holds a consistent position, that would be
Is he
something.
going to, yeah, because Donald Trump has now come out in favor of $2,000 checks, so we'll see what.
I can't believe anyone's crying about getting only $600. It's a distraction from the lockdowns. Reopen the business lockdowns, blah, 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 instead of giving handouts. Happy with your $600 stimulus? Nancy Pelosi's fridge costs $48,000. This is about 80 times worth what anyone else is getting. But you don't want anyone to get anything.
Yes.
And then let them eat cake. You don't want anyone to get a penny.
Yeah, and now Trump has basically blown you the fuck out by saying he wants $2,000.
Yeah.
So what's your position these days?
Even
Ian?
if you think, and I do personally think $600 is a bit of a joke, let them eat cake. You don't want them to get a penny.
Yeah.
If you were in their place, you wouldn't have given them a fucking cent.
Yeah. I mean, he would have gone the Mitch McConnell route, which was nothing.
At least with $600, you can buy cake. Literally. I mean, not much of it, because it's, you also need to pay rent and stuff, but
Yeah. And again, that's only the federal level stuff. Most unemployment is dealt with by the states. But yeah, I mean, I'm in favor of $2,000. I'm in favor of whatever people need personally, because I think we need to incentivize people to stay home to stop the spread.
Well, exactly. We all know what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what needs to happen now. It's a well-trodden path in the last year now. You pay people to stay the fuck home, and then force them to stay the fuck home.
Yep.
But knowing that they're not going to starve or die or anything like that, because they've got the money, they can buy stuff, you can be delivered, contactless delivery and all the rest of it. You can stop the spread. It happens in major countries around the world.
Yep.
China stopped it, Vietnam stopped it, New Zealand has stopped it, South Korea, although it's South Korea because they opened up and now having to shut down again. Cal surprise.
Yeah. Super contagious, this disease.
Yep. And we've bred our own type, which is even more contagious. You're very welcome, world.
Ian Miles Chong is a tool.
Trash, indeed. What animal is this?
Oh, I don't know, but I want one.
It says a little teddy bear. I think it's a dog. I think.
Is it?
I don't know. It might be a little bear. I don't know.
Well, this says cats are liquid, so is it some sort of... I don't know, the ears. The ears are throwing me off.
It's a fucking baby Ewok.
Is it real? Is it actually alive, or is that a doll?
That's a real... you can see its feet going, look. Look, its feet are tapping away there. It's a real creature. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh, it's so adorable.
It's a baby Ewok, I've decided.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is.
We've realized what it is, okay.
Just to give you an indication of how fucked we are, there used to be a bit of traffic around Dover because it's one of the major ports in the world. Like in terms of traffic, there are few that have more. From the continent going in and out. This is the situation now. Now you're thinking to yourself, that's a lot of lorries. We have barely begun with this shot. This is what used to be a field, which they tarmacked over to create a car park, and it just keeps going.
Oh my
going.
God. Can you imagine being at the end of that fucking queue?
Yeah, that's going to take days to clear, and lorries are coming in all the time. We are very, very fucked.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway. What do you got left now? 7 days? 8 days?
Yeah, till we actually officially are totally
crash
fucked.
out.
There's not going to be any deal. It doesn't seem.
No, no. He's wanted to crash out the whole time. It's always been playing for time so you guys could crash out, so he wouldn't have to actually admit that he wanted to crash out. He's just letting it happen.
And then you can blame the EU. Because they didn't. Yeah. I wanted to do a deal the whole time, honest. It was the EU that have stuck to their guns completely and said, at the start of the process, if you want to be a part of the single market, you have to accept the rules of the single market. That's fine. You can do that. The EEA countries do it. Switzerland does it. Norway does it. That's the way it works.
So they've held their consistent position. Yeah,
well, yeah, we do
take it or leave it.
We do want to be involved, but we don't want to take the rules. No. Let me explain again, Boris. You can be involved in it, but you had to take the rules of it. It's a single market, you dopey cunt. Do you want to be involved? Well, we do want to be involved, but we don't want to take the rules. Get the fuck out. Leave.
Yeah.
Get out. Wasting my fucking time. Look at the massive snowflakes.
Oh, yeah, that
Amazing.
just looks like Wisconsin.
That's fluffy. Our snowflakes are never that big. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, sometimes you can get them. They're like the size of a quarter. Nice, really big, fluffy, not very wet, very dry kind of flakes. They can be a little bit wet. Sometimes they clump together and you get like multiple snowflakes sort of like, joining up. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love to look at it. I just don't want to shovel it or drive in it or have to clean it off my car or have to walk through it or have it land on my face.
Have it land on your face? Well, that's easily avoided.
No, not when it's blowing. When we're coming down and it's still without much wind like this, yes. When it's blowing, no, you can't avoid it landing on your lashes and getting on your glasses and
balaclava.
Even then, it would get in my eyes.
True. Oh, this is another one. Seb Gorka, right-wing piece of shit, friends with the president, all that jazz. Likes himself some weird Hungarian Nazi regalia as well. If you remember that, with his weird badges.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
you mean Dr. Seb Gorka?
Doctor. Seb Gorka. Anyway, he was interviewing the My Pillow twat, and again, Newsmax are having to cut off their crazy guests now.
Show me. I don't watch Newsmax.
Yeah.
I believe in this president, and I'll tell you what, nobody realizes, what a miracle we had on election night at 11:15. You talked about all this fraud, Doctor. The biggest fraud is the Dominion machines. Doctor. And at 11:15 on election night, our great president, because of everything
Mike, I don't want to discuss, Mike, we're not going to get into the minutiae of the details. I want to ask you, because this show is about courage. It's
right.
Hosted by a guy who's a former Marine. I want to know why you, Mike Lindell, are supporting the president in these legal cases.
Well,
why are you a rich guy supporting another rich guy?
Yeah.
In order to curry
this
favor
show's
with
about
him?
courage, which is why I just fucking absolutely dropped my arsehole on the floor in order to fucking make sure that you definitely didn't say the thing that we're getting sued for.
Exactly.
Because we're so courageous on this show.
We are so fucked in this lawsuit, I can't let you even air it as an opinion.
Yeah. Just ridiculous. So can you ramble generically about how you want to suck Donald Trump's dick and not get into any legally specific details about voting machines, please?
Oh, that's so tasty. Nom, 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 nom.
This is quite nice. This just says, my boy is free.
Oh.
That's a dog being taken into a police car.
Yeah.
Being asked questions for some reason. And then released, hugging his friend.
Oh,
bless them. Bless his little face.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been arraigned to go back to court at some point in the future. I don't know his specific legal situation. I will keep you updated as that progresses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is amazing. Russian agent reveals Navalny poisoned through his underpants.
Wow.
They put the Novichok in his pants, in his underpants, which makes me think. I've had some toxic farts in my life, but never anything quite that bad.
No, and also who thinks to check their underwear for poison?
Exactly. It's the old thing about
food.
Yeah,
drinks?
Only the cleverest of. Was it only the cleverest of cats would think to look behind their ear for a mouse? Was an old phrase. Basically, it might seem like the most obvious, silly thing, but yeah, who would check their pants for that? Mm-hmm. Because it's your pants; it's the thing you put on first.
Yeah.
So, why would it be you check door handles or drinks or food or whatever?
Yep.
But there we go. Cats are always arseholes.
Hey, it's on there. Everything's a toy. The whole world is either a bed or a toy.
Well, I put fresh bed linens on my bed.
I thought you were going to say underwear.
As you do. Well, no, I only put that's only at Christmas time, and it's not Christmas yet, so leave me alone. No, I put fresh bed linens down, and 20 minutes later went back, wet muddy paw prints everywhere. Now, I want to say, someone, when I revealed that this beast, this fiend had committed this crime against me, someone accused Rory Katz, and I have to just say what now? You accusing that fucking angel of this beastly act? How dare you, sir? How very dare you?
But of course it wasn't.
Of course it was, yeah.
Of course it was, yeah.
Because he's a dickhead. This is quite cute.
All cats are dickheads. That is awesome. That's wonderful. Love it.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
He thought it was a really good idea when he jumped.
Yeah, and he's now
Really, really brilliant fucking idea. And then it started to swing and move, and now he's like, fuck.
Mistakes have been made. I think we can all agree.
I am regretting my life choices now.
Yeah.
What decisions did I make that got me to this point?
Yeah. And now he doesn't know what to do. Do you put the legs up and try and go all for... No, there we go. Yeah. But now he's thinking...
The funniest thing,
but then he looks back up at the end and he's thinking, I could jump back up there.
I'm going to do that again. I also love the owners just like, fuck it, you got up there, you figure it out.
Exactly. With Rory Cats, he'll do that. Yeah. Look, no, you did this. You need to learn to get out of the situation.
Yep. Anyway. I won't be there to rescue you all the time.
Yep.
Figure it out.
That's Fox News defending the guys in Oregon, right-wing anti-mask fools who broke into the Capitol building in Oregon. I noticed that
because white people always get a pass.
Andy didn't report on that political violence. That was interesting. Anyway, but that's fine because they want to live the American dream, unlike those dastardly black folk.
Yeah, who don't want to live the American dream free from police violence. No.
No. They should just accept being murdered by the police.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the police never being held accountable.
Indeed.
Just like it was in slavery.
Yes. New Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says she will seek professional sanctions against Sidney Powell, Trump campaign attorney who made, quote, what we believe to be an intentional misrepresentation, unquote, of facts in recent election lawsuits.
Thank you, Michigan AG.
Yeah, there are...
the frivolous lawsuits.
The real world has consequences, okay?
Yeah.
You can make accusations, but eventually some fucker will come knocking. You play silly games, you win silly prizes, okay?
Yeah, like contempt charges or like professional sanctions because you fucked around and now you're going to find out. Yeah. But you can't use the courts to be your PR business and waste their time with frivolous lawsuits when there are serious issues that they are backlogged on. And there should be, and there are consequences for fucking around in the legal. It's not like the real world. The courts are not like the real world. You have to bring your shit and know your shit and be ready, or you will get dragged for shit.
And Ian Miles Chong again. Is there a purer distillation of the right-wing grift than this? I can't believe anyone's crying about getting only $600. It's a distraction from lockdowns. We mentioned this one before. But then also, Malaysia has taken the strictest measures against the coronavirus in the world. Apart from China, right? 5,251 cases, 2,000 blah recovered, 86 deaths, including comorbidities. Everyone, including businesses, is getting an allowance, tax relief, and discounted internet, water, and power.
So why can't Americans have that, Ian?
Exactly.
Piece of shit.
So that's working really well in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But you can't have it, America. Fuck off.
Oh, because he's just a suck ass.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna change his tune. If we go look at his website right now, he's probably touting $2,000 in payments and how wonderful Trump is.
Let's have a look.
Let's check it out.
Indeed.
Tweets.
Sidney Powell says White House counsel has blocked her from speaking with Trump. Good, yeah. This person should have no access to the halls of power at all. She's crazy.
Yeah.
So is Trump, but thankfully he won't have access. He'll get
in a few
briefings,
weeks.
Unfortunately, but there we go.
Yeah.
I hope we never find life on other planets. That's from 2014, because there's no doubt the US government will start sending them money.
Okay. Well, he's just called for the government to send people money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why is he? Is he having he's not having a dig at fucking Trump, is he?
He's not smart enough to.
No.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
We need to send.
Oh, look at this!
Yeah, we need to send a clean bill with $2,000 survival checks and separated bloody spending. This time I agree with Ilhan Omar.
You lying sack of shit. You completely spineless sycophant. Honestly, he's got no core. Whatever Trump says. Ugh.
Okay, Laskagar, thank you for the donation, says, yo, I just found out about the protest song called, quote, Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt, unquote. It is a number 10 on charts and projected to reach number 3. Yes.
Nice. Have you heard it?
I have not. Should we check it out?
Sure. I also saw you got a donation from Lath.
No, that's
I don't know if that's my.
lace arger. That's
Not lace, a lathe.
Lathe.
There was a pop up. I don't know, it popped up in your window. Anyway, it just looked like somebody I know who was who supported my channel. So I just wanted to I was wondering if it was the
Kristi,
same one.
Look at the screen.
It's not there. It was in the right-hand corner of your screen, which, by the way, nobody can see right now. So we're just talking about things that nobody can see except us. So we should move on.
Okay, I don't know what you mean then. Apologies. Did I miss something then? How could they have given me a donation if it doesn't pop up on this screen?
Something popped. We'll skip it. We'll talk about it after the show.
Will we? Will we really?
Yeah,
Anyway.
when I get you to upload the happy hour intro.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Talk about it.
So he agrees with Ilhan Omar. So you're a communist now, Ian.
Yeah.
Because Ilhan Omar is a communist, right? A communist Muslim. Yeah. Amy Klobuchar rages about after Trump blocks ridiculously small stimulus payouts.
Rebel news. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
you will eat bugs and you will be happy. What?
What?
Hollywood Boulevard hit hard. Yeah, go on, sorry.
We did get it. He's out there supporting Ilhan Omar's 2000 now, even though he said people should get nothing.
Yeah.
So he's a hypocrite. He's already shown that.
Indeed. Merry Christmas. Garbage sorters rescue cat.
Oh, good thing they rescued the cat. People are shit. Anyone who puts a cat in the garbage is fucking shit.
It's fucking evil.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Just
Yeah,
take it
look.
to a shelter.
Oh, what the fuck, man! But well done to.
Yeah, that person for catching it.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat must have been so traumatized.
Beautiful push kit.
Yeah.
See, I was not expecting to feel this way when I looked at Ian Miles'
Well, it's not really. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's
more
not
his clip,
his,
but.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh. But anyway, I hope it went to a good home.
Yeah.
Or
Now they're calling down management. We found a cat.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. What's the protocol for cat when you're doing garbage sorting? I don't know. Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but basically he's a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, he is.
Basically, if Trump asks for a thing, it becomes his new policy. So where are we? There we go. Oh yeah, this Brad Heath. We've talked about this guy before. He's the crime and justice guy for Reuters, right, in DC.
Yeah.
Guys, they tried to serve a summons on the Electoral College. I am deceased. Yeah. And again, I have to, Kristi. Sorry, it's your people again. Wisconsin Voters Alliance et al.
Let's look him up.
Are suing Mike Pence et al. Because that's the Electoral College, right? Which you can't do.
No, get the fuck out of my court with this bullshit.
Yeah, and he literally says, I am deceased. Wisconsin Voters Alliance.
Yeah, I'm sure it's some AstroTurf-funded Republican front for voter suppression.
True, but why are they even bothering? It's so dumb. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Is that a worthwhile newspaper, Kristi?
Well, there's only really one. It's a large city, but there's only one, I think, major newspaper now left in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's a shame.
But okay.
2 Republican lawmakers are suing Governor Tony as part of the federal lawsuit. Is that no? That doesn't seem.
No. You want to look at more like a who are we?
Wisconsin's
Not public radio.
Voters Alliance. Well, it's Wisconsin Voters Alliance.
A group with Republican ties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has asked. Yeah. So they're just a Republican sock puppet kind of thing.
Lawsuit asks Supreme Court to throw out presidential election. So literally just throw it out. A group with Republican ties has asked the Supreme Court to throw out results of the election and force legislators to certify the state's presidential electors instead. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of a group called Wisconsin Voters Alliance and tried unsuccessfully before the election to block $6.3 million in grant funding to help run elections in 5 Wisconsin cities where the black people live.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was.
The group's attorney, Eric Cardle, a past officer for the Republican Party of Minnesota and a lawyer for the Thomas More Society, a Chicago-based conservative law firm.
Fuck off, Chicago. Seriously, fibs. Get up, and Minnesota. Fuck off out of our state. Go away. Go sue people in your own fucking state. Don't come in our file this bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, fibs. Do you know what that means?
I don't know what that means. No.
It means fucking Illinois bastards.
Oh wow, that is.
You just call people fibs.
That is intense. Right, so I'm going to type in Boris Johnson is a cunt into YouTube. Right.
All right.
Boris Johnson is a... Again, it's a very different thing, Americans. Cunts punk in your face. Okay. The band are literally called The Cunts with a K. Okay.
Oh, can you put on the CC? Oh, there's none.
Can I put what, sorry?
Can you put the CC, the closed captioning on? I don't know in the settings if you can do that.
That?
No, apparently it doesn't.
He's a fucking cunt. He's a fucking cunt. Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. He's a fucking cunt. Yes, he's a fucking cunt. Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. He's a fucking cunt.
Lyrically, it's not that difficult
very
to work
original.
out what's going on here. I don't think we need closed captionings for this.
He's a fucking
No.
Does it actually change at all?
Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt. He's a fucking Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt.
Okay, we get the idea. We get the idea of that. So yes, thank you. That's well. I hope that makes it to number one. It's a bit repetitive, but
Christmas number
the
one.
message I like. Yeah, exactly. Try and get BBC Radio 1. Get around that, you motherfuckers. It's only 2 minutes long. You have to bleep half of it. Peter Coffin. Oh,
Yeah.
Good lord.
I actually believe this when they say this, by the way.
Yeah, Peter Coffin is a prick. I'm just
So
gonna
go
put it
ahead,
there.
read the prickish comment they
really
wrote
are
first.
Just the most pretentious douche imaginable.
It's all about policing.
It's all
They
about
just love to
policing.
policing.
And
Yeah.
word salad. They are a massive fan of word salad. Anyway, so there was a lefty meme going around. My job on the leftist commune would be blah, blah, blah. And some of them were jokey, some of them were kind of more serious, whatever. And it doesn't really matter whether this was a joke or serious, because it sort of sums up Peter's nonsense.
Oh, yeah. It's so insightful.
Quote, my job on the leftist commune would be pointing out how the leftist commune is lifestyle isolationism, an extension of the consumer market.
It's exactly what they would do.
Yeah.
They would just go around telling everybody how shit they still were.
Yeah.
And how even this was just capitalist consumerism market, but repackaged.
This is Peter
And that's what they would do.
huffing their own farts. Enormously. But even more so with this. This is a two-parter, so this is the first part, because you've bookmarked that, and that's the order it goes in, so it looks weird on the screen. Anyway, so-called quote-unquote class reductionism isn't subscribed to by a significant enough number of people to be able to
Oh, God.
Economic reductionism is, though. In a material analysis, issues are never strictly social or economic. To say an issue is exclusively a social or economic is reductive. Quote,
Oh, let me just justify my own class reductionism. Okay, sorry.
quote, this is a social issue, unquote, or, quote, this is an economic issue, unquote, are extremely reductive statements. All issues are class issues, though, and in a material analysis, identity is an integral aspect. Modes of oppression contingent on ideology are inextricably connected to class hierarchy.
So we reduce everything to class.
True, but it's also just kind of garbled word salad, pretentious
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
Material analysis, identity is an integral aspect, modes of oppression contingent on ideology. This is all like just, I think they're just like gratifying themselves while they type. I'm so fucking smart. Oh, I'm so fucking. That's Peter online.
Maybe this is Peter's version of a danger wank. Can he press send before he comes?
Over how amazing he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they are. I was doing so well. I almost had 100% thing.
Nearly. Never mind.
Yeah.
You corrected yourself, and I think that matters.
Yeah, it's reduced a lot. Like the errors have gone down significantly. So.
And they constantly make such bad takes that we do tend to focus on them quite regularly.
Yeah.
Anyway, the cat ate my fucking degree. Cats are dickheads, and I love them. Like that.
Oh, by the way,
that is a degree certificate that has lived. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And like of all the useless papers in my room, he ate my fucking degree. Well, it's tasty. It's a very heavy paper. It's not like the normal sort of, recycled paper you get. So it's, want to gnaw on it a little bit.
What else are you going to do? Eat the fucking glass jar. Behave yourself. Anyway, so that was funny. Jack Posobiec is the stupidest human being ever.
I replied to exchange in this, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
What if instead of a vaccine, we just were able to get exposed to a weak version of the virus that enabled us to build the antibodies we need to fight the real thing?
You mean like a vaccine?
Yeah.
That's literally what a vaccine is.
So
go talk to.
Is the word vaccine what they're stumbling on? Should we just call it something nice? Should we call it a Happy Meal? They'll probably go for that.
I want to say it was Pasteur, but it wasn't. Who came up with the vaccination for smallpox by using a weaker version of a different pox? Anyway, yeah, that's exactly what vaccines are, and self-own. Michael just said, "I know nothing about science."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. They give you like a dead version of the thing, and then your body builds up antibodies.
Yeah,
and that's literally what a vaccine does. You stupid bastard. Anyway.
And also he's like, he said this as if it was an original idea.
Yeah. He thinks he's a scientific genius. He's going to ring up the Nobel Committee and say, "Lads, I've got an absolute cracker for you," right? Like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is why you're supposed to read.
Yeah.
Like this is why you're supposed to read about things so you know what other people thought.
Perfectively summarised, isn't it? Like someone who knows nothing thinking they're brilliant. Like,
I mean, I've only gotten vaccines my whole life, but guys, wait, I have an idea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only reason you didn't fucking die of like fucking polio or smallpox or some shit. Anyway. Yeah. This is amazing. This was from Parler. Breaking. Rudy Giuliani drops a bomb on the war room. Says Arizona lawmakers will vote Wednesday to certify President Trump as winner.
No. Also, I thought it was going to say he farted.
Oh, it drops it. He cut some serious cheese in the Oval Office. Oh, mad. No, but also, Arizona's already sent their slate of delegates, so it doesn't matter what these fucking twats in Arizona do now. It's irrelevant. It's over. Yeah. It's literally over. Stop.
This is all theater. None of this is meaning.
Yeah.
Stop the denial. Stop huffing.
Anyway.
It's been over a month now. You guys are really fucking addicted at this point.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm basically done.
Oh, well, you need to give me more of a warning than that, because I need to pull up my bookmarks. And I've not organized shit. Usually we go a little bit longer. That's what she said.
Ew.
Okay, let me share my screen. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yes.
And sound. Bam. Okay. So bookmarks. Some of them, again, they're kind of randomly dated because of things. I don't know. Keep going down, Kristi.
That's what she said.
All right. Let's see. Where do I want to go here?
Kristi, this is so unprofessional.
Yeah,
this show was running smoothly without a single glitch, and you fucking ruined it.
Oh, yeah. This guy. I don't know if you saw this clip.
I have not.
You know, I ended up tagging in Andy, No, and Floater Eaters and Timcast because I think it's, in the interest of fairness, they always go on about Antifa, which is Antifa, and left-wing violence and all of this sort of like how horrible they are. But listen to this guy.
Oh, see, now you sick motherfuckers.
Oh, why is there no sound? Hold on. I've got the sound, I think, in the wrong location.
The sound was coming through to me.
Oh, interesting. Well, I think because I was watching something, on my computer screen, I ended up moving the audio over, and so I couldn't.
You were
hear.
watching
so
White
now
Chicks again, weren't you?
I was actually watching John Wick because I really, really like John Wick. Anyway, all right, starting again, so I hear it now.
Oh, see, now you sick motherfuckers, your time is coming. Death penalty to all these fucking politicians and what they're doing to the American people. Death penalty, because the American people are coming for you. If the government doesn't get you, the American people are going to pull you out of your houses, drag you through the fucking streets like they did to Mussolini and his fucking wife. Go Google it and look at the video of Mussolini and his wife getting dragged through the streets of Italy. You fucking pieces of shit. I hope Donald Trump fucking kills you all. MAGA motherfuckers.
Isn't he nice?
Well, Coach Red Pill's gone downhill.
Also, someone said I set off their Amazon. Alexa, play Despacito. Alexa, stop music. She's playing it. You probably can't hear it. Can you?
Oh, very, very quietly, yeah. Oh,
All right, we'll
brilliant.
just leave it in the background. All right, no, it won't be picked up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. Alexa, stop music. I fucked myself with that one. Yeah, Trump supporters are
Alexa, play music.
Yeah, I don't have my headphones on. Supporters of Trump are organizing a second inauguration for him online.
I fucking called it, man. I knew they were going to do some dumb shit like this.
Oh, by the way, you're super quiet to me now.
Sorry, because I shouted.
Okay.
I think, and my pickup's gone a bit mental. Anyway, yeah, I fucking called this. I knew they were going to do some dumb shit.
Yeah, people in the chat tell me if you can't hear Kevin, because I'm still not hearing him very well.
Really? Hang on, I'll come out of this and.
Yeah. I guess I'll go on to the next one, and this is actually, yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. This is kind of goes back to our last show, and it's just kind of making the same points that we made, but with less swearing. So again, from Tim Wise, he's like a justice activist. Anyone who says strategic considerations are or should be irrelevant when it comes to fighting for a moral principle is a fool. If your strategy and tactics would make achieving the moral imperative less likely, such a tactic would, by definition, then be immoral. Just like Jimmy Dore here. This is not aimed at any particular movement. It's just shit I hear people on the left say sometimes when we're fighting for valuable and crucial policies, as if strategic or tactical discussions are automatically evidence of neoliberal weakness or a compromise of principles. Bottom line, if something is a moral imperative, we are morally obligated to consider the most strategically effective way to achieve it. To not do so in the name of ideological purity or cathartic rage is a childish indulgence at best and immoral betrayal at worst.
You say that's more. You say that's a better way of putting it, but that seems like it didn't have enough dick jokes in it for me.
Well, that's what you're here for.
Yeah. No, that's actually a very good point. Yeah. No, you well put, Mr. Wise. Also, just to add on, Timmy Paul, Jimmy Dore.
Oh. You're getting your white guys mixed up.
I do. Well, all you white people look alike to me. Black power. Anyway, yes. What was I going to say? Yeah, Jimmy Dore. Yeah, it turns out he's a massive hypocrite anyway, because he had Tulsi Gabbard on during the primaries. He actually backed Tulsi in the primaries.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Right-wing twat. Anyway, and she was like, oh, well, I support a public option, not M for A. And he was doing the tactical thing of saying, well, that takes away the right-wing's arguments about blah, blah, blah. So AOC saying this thing, look, AOC still supports M for A, but just doesn't think this is appropriate. This is like a good way of going about it.
Yes,
Whereas
he'll do it for her, but he won't do it for
Tulsi
AOC.
Gabbard, who's a right-wing fucking Fox News hack, basically, said that she didn't support M for A and wanted to have like just some basic public option thing, and he supported her in the primaries. Hypocrite much, Mr. Dore?
Well, I guess again, it depends if you think Medicare for all is a public option open to all in the country so all can enroll is M4A or not. But yeah, I see what you mean. He is a hypocrite. Because when it's practical with people he likes, he's fine with it, but he won't take practical work, considerations in.
It would appear he didn't back Bernie because Bernie wouldn't go on his show.
Yeah. That's really, that's how you're going to vote? I'm offended. What happened to the best policies? Make for the best the best people. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, kind of building on this, for Newsmax and OAN, it's a huge threat, Ben says, of voting machine companies threatening conservative media outlets with defamation lawsuits. Good. They need to keep raising money, and it's very hard to raise money if you have a huge defamation claim.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yeah,
Get 'em!
I hope they take them down, yeah. Do you want to talk shit, people are going to, there are legal remedies that can be sought. If you don't have proof of shit, and they've never had proof of shit, yeah, you're getting fucked.
Yep. A little update from really early on, I think it was 2018. Remember Katie Hill? She is now suing her ex-husband, the Daily Mail and Red State, arguing they distributed what amounted to non-consensual porn. Get him! Get him!
I don't remember this. What?
She ended up having to resign because her ex dumped revenge porn.
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, that was fucked up. Yes. Oh, God. Yeah, that is going back a bit.
Yeah, get them. Go after Red State. Go after the Daily Mail. Fucking do it.
Absolutely.
Go, girl. Get paid. You deserve it. You earned it from their suffering. Oh, yeah. This has to go with the opioid crisis. And I was kind of surprised by this, so I thought I'd bring it up. The U.S. government is suing Walmart.
Okay.
Alleging that the corporate giant knowingly filled thousands of problematic prescriptions that contributed to the national opioid crisis.
Yeah, well, if they did contribute, I mean, I genuinely, this is the first I've heard of it. Because to me, supermarkets don't do prescriptions.
Yeah, they do. They have everything at a Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, like clothes, and you can do prescription filling there, and there's a very much one-stop shopping kind of things. Okay. Other stores are like that too, Shopko, if it still exists.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's interesting in terms of the legal responsibility. So I think the way I thought about it is the analogous case with drunk driving. Obviously, the person, like if you were out at a bar and then you went and got in your car or truck and you got on the road and you hurt yourself or other people, God forbid, and you would obviously personally be held accountable for your drunk driving. But if somebody was hurt by that action, they could also hold the place that let you get so drunk responsible as well. That's why bartenders will cut you off, because they have like some kind of legal liability. They just can't help you get completely unconsciously drunk.
Yeah.
Because they're legally liable. And I'm wondering if that sort of legal principle would translate here, which, yeah, they weren't the doctors and they weren't the people taking the opioids, but they knowingly filled prescriptions they knew were problematic and furthering the problem just for profits.
Yeah.
So I hope so.
I hope so too, yeah. If they've contributed to it, then absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's next? Oh, yeah, this is really, we actually got this in there's somebody who's put us both in a message group, and they just send us really lovely.
Just awesome bits of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and this was one of, I wish I remembered her name, because she's some mom. We've got a mom who watches us. That makes me feel a little more self-conscious.
Well, I presume they're not watching with their kid.
No, obviously not. But anyway, thank you for these. I will get your name right in one of these episodes. But
if their kid is watching, rebel, burn it all down. I'm only joking.
Can they sell guns at Walmart? Yes. Can you resize the screen so it's
if you're the
centered
kid, buy a gun at Walmart. No,
don't buy a gun. Yes. Just a little bit of happy sound.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, it gets better. Isn't it? It's really, really awesome. Thank you.
To think that pipe will be filled with shit.
One day, but now it's filled with beautiful music.
Exactly.
Oh, it was, I see Money Lou in 78 in the chat. That was you that sent it. Thank you. Hugs, socially distanced e-hugs for both of us.
Beat your children. Beat them very hard.
And also now we know, like Kevin never acknowledges your message. I will put like thumbs up and smiley faces, and now we know he sees them. So that's good. We both learned something.
Well, no, I always see messages, but like I say, I can't respond to everyone because I've got a million people sending me stuff, and I love it. If you're a person who's thinking about sending me stuff, always send it. I might not necessarily use it, but I always love it because people, it's like having a million eyes watching things that I can't always see, right? Bits of the world, stories that fall through the cracks, all that. So I love all that, but I can't respond to everyone because I'm a lazy prick, but even if I wasn't, I still couldn't because there are lots of them.
Oh, you're public. I know. You're so adored and overwhelmed by them.
Well, no, but I do get lots. I've got Twitter and Facebook.
I'm just winding you up.
I've got the fucking happy hour group. I've got my own page on Facebook. Look, come on, behave yourself.
Hey, we've got a new senator going to be filling the seat left by Kamala Harris, and it will be the first Latino to represent the state.
Go on, say his name.
His name? Alex Padilla.
Oh, you said it pro. I thought you were going to say it Wisconsin. Alex Padilla.
Oh, not that bad. Is that? I want to make sure I spell it right.
Do you have tacos on tortillas?
Padilla. What? What kind of nonsense is that?
Tacos.
A video, because there's actually the video. They went on a Zoom call. The governor went on the video Zoom call with him, and they were chatting, and he offered him the job. And we'll just check to see if this is it. If it's not, we won't spend too much time. But it was really touching because he ended up. No, it's not. I saw it I heard it on Morning Joe, and he didn't know he was going to be offered the seat.
Oh, that's cute.
And so, they were talking about him growing up and like what he's done for California. And he said, so, you want to serve us in the U.S. Senate? And he just started to get like choked up and talked about how his dad, both of his parents came from Mexico. They came to the U.S. and then they fell in love and applied for green cards. And she cleaned houses and he was in lawn care and landscaping, and now their son is going to be in the U.S. Senate. That is the American dream. Yeah.
The American dream.
Oh, Leslie Jones. If you don't follow her account, oh my God, you have to follow her account.
Leslie Jones is amazing. She films stuff on the TV and reacts, and it's just amazing. Black woman just laughs and everything. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it brings joy in an otherwise really difficult 2020. Yeah. So anyway, we're looking at this thing. I don't know. I can blow it up because you mostly want to see this thing. I don't know if you can see that on the
center. Is it
center
like a butt plug with a plant on it or something?
Of course you would go to butt plug.
Well, what is it? I don't know what that is.
All right, well, I'll play the clip.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, homegirl, the fuck is that? Is it like a figurine, or is it a pineapple? Is it some type of woman holding her hand up while she posing or something? Is it some kind of teacup? Let a bitch know.
I love that. You already know I'm going to ask you.
She does have an infectious enthusiasm.
She does. I could listen to her talk about everything.
Oh my God, I saw her appearance on RuPaul, and she just showed up like all of the drag queens because she's just so funny all the time. She's just so enthusiastic and joyous. Okay, and then from that to this
roller coaster. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we said that. Yeah, Kenosha shooter Rittenhouse new merchandise signals new era of criminal defense. No, it's just white supremacists now profiting in different ways off of white supremacy.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not that different. I mean, you had fucking what was his name? The guy who killed Trayvon Martin.
Oh, Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. Yeah, Zimmerman signing fucking Skittles packets and stuff. This is not a new thing.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's no less disgusting than it ever was, but this is not by any means a new thing.
No. Let's see. Oh, yeah. With President Trump's days in office dwindling, QAnon influencers have become increasingly restless and militant, urging the president to cross the Rubicon.
Yeah, but again, they don't seem to realise how that ended for Caesar. Look, it took a couple of years to get there, but, 20-something stab wounds later.
By members of the Senate.
Yeah, by people who, he thought were friends, including literally guys who, was it one of the people who was going to take over his legions was one of the people in his will when it was read out was one of the people who fucking killed him. Like he thought he was so cool, he was going to take over fucking leading legions.
Yeah,
and he stabbed him to death.
Think that through.
Yeah. Anyway, but the QAnon people are so mental. Some of their stuff. Been looking into it. It's difficult to get it on YouTube because thankfully YouTube have been quite good about taking Q stuff down.
Good.
Which is good, but means I can't really do a lot of it. But
can you talk a little bit while I take a break?
Oh well, I wanted you to hear this bit because it was funny.
Oh, okay. I'll wait then.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say because Amy Coney Barrett was born in 1972, and so was Joe Biden's now dead daughter. They think that
so was I.
She. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're his daughter too then. because they think that Amy Coney Barrett is somehow the dead daughter of Joe
God.
Biden that isn't dead.
Oh, God, stop, people. Just stop, honestly.
They're
just
fucking
stop.
crazy. Like, yeah, lots of people were born in 1972. Lots of people, yes. That's not... Why is that? Yeah, anyway, so... anyway, Joe Biden's daughter's going to go for a piss, and I'm going to talk to you while we chat.
Comfort break is the very euphemistic British term.
Indeed, yes. So, anyway, I'll take us off the full screen and go back to this amazing picture. Must not be... Yeah, I mean, just ridiculous. Anyway, you can get your super chats in, by the way. Streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875. It's in the description. Oh, pardon me. It's in the description. And you can send me stuff like the Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt thing. And if it's funny, I'll check it out. But if not, I won't. Because that's the way that works. How are we all in the chats anyway, by the way? Are we doing well? Oh, thank you to LitKiller57_8 for following on on Twitch, which you can all do, by the way. The link to the Twitch is below. Go and give me a follow. It doesn't cost you a fucking thing. And actually, you can subscribe for free as well if you've got Amazon Prime, which gives me money and doesn't cost you anything. If you've already got Amazon Prime, I will take your Bezos bucks and run
are you
with
shilling?
I was just explaining how people can give me money for free on Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch.
Which
Yeah,
Kristi could do as well, because she's got Amazon Prime, but she hasn't because she doesn't care.
No, I help you make money by doing the show.
You do. And also because you are the greatest pimp in the world, and I am your lucky hoe. That is true.
Big pimpin', spending G's.
She is. I mean, you can't see because she's not on camera, but she has got a fur-lined
I do.
coat
I've got
on.
a fedora, multicolored.
The jewellery is just off the fucking hook.
Yes, and the chains.
Yeah.
Chains for days.
Yeah, she is. She's quite something.
I thought was fantastic. The NAACP is filing a lawsuit accusing Trump and the GOP of violating a KKK act over efforts to overturn election results.
The KKK Act?
Yeah, you want to find out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's learn more.
I mean, I can understand why it would be like seditious or something, but the KKK Act, I don't know.
Okay, so the NAACP is accusing President Trump and the Republican Party of violating the Ku Klux Klan Act with their efforts to overturn election results in key battleground states. I'm doing my newsreader voice. Can you tell?
You always sound professional to me, Krista.
In an amended lawsuit filed Monday night, the civil rights organization added the Reconstruction-era law to their case against the president's campaign that was filed last month. Quote, defendants' efforts to disenfranchise hundreds of thousands of voters targeting cities with large black populations, including Detroit, Michigan, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Atlanta, Georgia, repeat the worst abuses in our nation's history, where Black Americans were denied a voice in America's democracy for most of the first 2 centuries of the Republic, the new lawsuit reads.
True. So fucking true. Yeah.
So, I don't know if they says too much more about these systematic efforts. Violations of the Voting Rights Act and the Ku Klux Klan Act have largely been directed at major metropolitan areas with large black voter populations. The lawsuit reads, defendants have not directed these efforts at predominantly white areas. Truth.
Yeah,
Fucking
actually,
true.
On that point, I don't know if we played this at the time, but it reminds me of the clip. It'll be on YouTube, I'm sure. Of it was something like the Michigan. Oh no, was it Detroit? I think Detroit. No, it was Michigan, wasn't it? Michigan Counting Board or whatever the fuck it's called.
Elections Board?
Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a great clip of the thing. Hang on, because he was being absolutely fucking savage in it. Where's the clip? It's fucking famous. Someone send me the clip. Right. It's Michigan Elections Board meeting. Oh, we got a thing. Is that it? Live No, where's the clip?
I've got something about the Ku Klux Klan Act after this, which is incredibly fascinating.
Savage. Let's put savage in, because it was fucking savage.
Do you want me to read my thing while you look for that?
Yes, you read the thing, Kristi, and I will get
so
back
why don't
to
you swap over to me, and you can type things up.
What do you mean swap over to you? I need to know, because the only way I can do that... No, you just read, Kristi, just read.
Okay, well, this is from Wikipedia, and it's about the Enforcement Act of 1871, also known as the Ku Klux Klan Act. It is an act of the United States Congress which empowered the president to suspend the writ of habeas corpus to combat the Ku Klux Klan and other white supremacy organizations. The act was passed by the 42nd U.S. Congress and signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant. The act was the last of three, yada, 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 passed during Reconstruction to combat attacks upon the suffrage rights of African Americans. The statute has been subject to only minor changes since then, but has been the subject of voluminous interpretation by the courts. The legislation was asked for by President Grant and passed within 1 month when the president sent the request to Congress. Grant's request was a result of the reports he was receiving of widespread racial threats in the Deep South, particularly in South Carolina. He felt that he needed to have his authority broadened before he could effectively intervene. After the act's passage, the president had the power, for the first time, to both suppress state disorder on his own initiative and to suspend the right of habeas corpus. Grant did not hesitate to use his authority on numerous occasions during his presidency, and as a result, the first-era KKK was completely dismantled and did not resurface in any meaningful way until the first part of the 20th century.
Oh, bravo.
And it's most important of the still codified statutes are the civil action for deprivation of rights, which is probably what they're citing in that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how it's worded, but that seems like something that the voter suppression people across America should be subjected to, because that's exactly what it's about.
Yep.
It's also poor white people, to be fair, but still, it's mostly black people.
Well, they don't give a fuck about poor white people caught up in that shit. So, and unfortunately, like the not college-educated whites were also Trump's biggest base. So,
right, can you see this, Kristi?
I can see the angry man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the angry man, right?
Well, I mean, I see it on the show. I don't see it on the screen, but that's fine. You can leave it.
I'm sharing now, so you should be able to see it.
Oh, okay. I have to stop sharing in order to see your sharing because I hadn't stopped sharing yet.
Okay.
Okay, now I can see
this
it.
is the. So this was from the Michigan Board of Elections guy. Hang on.
Oi!
We got a thing. Something happened. What happened?
Got money or something.
Or someone subscribed.
Someone threw money at you.
Buy Pagan Man, $5. Thank you. Follow me on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok.
We're old.
Yeah, we're old. I mean, I put poggers in the fucking thumbnail because I think it's stupid. So, just saying.
Yeah, he was being ironic.
But thank you. I mean, if I ever do go on TikTok, get back to me, and I'll do that. But whatevs. Anyway, so yes, this was from the Michigan Board of Elections. This guy is an absolute beast. Love him. Anyway, and Ned Stabler.
Okay.
However.
Stapler? Yeah.
That they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to.
Hang on, no, there's a longer clip. Hang on, now I've got his name.
Ned Stabler?
Because that's the only thing Ned Stabler's ever going to be... No offence, Ned, but it's the only thing you're ever going to be known for is this clip.
Yeah, he can't even get your name right the first time when it's on the screen.
When it's on the fucking screen. Anyway, there we go, the longer thing. Right, so you've got Ned Stabler's one of them, and then there's like 6 people or whatever. Anyway, and he absolutely goes off on the 2 Republican racists.
Good.
It's brilliant. Anyway, this was from literally like just after the election.
Okay.
Although this tweet was from November the 18th, it was before then, obviously.
We also know that the Secretary of State and the Attorney General have already tweeted out that your legal arguments are rubbish and you're going to lose when it comes to court. So we're not worried about that at all. I'm also not worried about any of your, things are bad so we can't certify arguments, because that's just ridiculous. You certified in August when they were worse. Less than 50% of the ballots are recountable. Now over 72% are. 58% of them are even balanced when it was less than 30% last time. So it's doubled. It's gotten way better because the Secretary of State actually jumped in and did her job, unlike you. But I know it's not going to change your opinion. You talked about not certifying Detroit, even though you acknowledged that Livonia, a city, by the way, I know you know is 95% white, had bigger variances than Detroit, which is 80% black. We understand, and you now added your name. So I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace. Monica Palmer and William Hartman.
He's fucking George Wallace got a reference.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
damn,
he is fucking going to town. I am loving this.
But you
I'm
wait
here
to
for
the
the
end
lesson.
because he takes it to a new level.
Ooh, okay, bring
will
it. Bring
forever
it.
be known in southeastern Michigan as two racists who did something so unprecedented that they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to. Probably, I know, Monica, you think Q told you to do it or some other crazy stuff like that.
Yes.
But just know when you try to sleep tonight that millions of people around the world now on Twitter know the name Monica Palmer and William Hartman as two people completely racist and without an understanding of what integrity means or a shred of human decency. The law isn't on your side, history won't be on your side, your conscience will not be on your side, and Lord knows, when you go to meet your maker, your soul is going to be very, very warm.
Oh,
thank you.
Damn.
Oh, he took it to the hell place, motherfucker.
He was not holding back. I could feel the channeling of that anger. Love it.
Absolutely, it's true. Yeah, in the 95% white place, Livonia, that's fine.
No
but
problems.
they had worse discrepancies than in the 80% black Detroit. I wonder why they asked for recounts in the black parts of Wisconsin as well. Very strange.
And just those.
Oh, it's so peculiar, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, thankfully that got overturned. Even though Trump literally rang the people up and tried to be like, "Can you not certify, please?" Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And they did it
Ned
to kiss his
Stabler,
ass.
American hero. Not as brave as John Brown, but I mean, you know, we live in different times.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need an armed insurrection right now. That's fine.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Should I share again?
Well, I need to unshare, don't I? Stop sharing.
That would help.
There you go, and now you share, and we'll get back to it.
Hold on. I gotta get the right one. All right, I found it. I can hear you. Little shit.
He's a bit grumpy. Yeah, no doubt he's a bit grumpy, because this should be a really straightforward thing, and they're wasting his fucking time and trying to disenfranchise black people in his state. Yeah, probably a bit grumpy. I'd be a bit, I'll tell you what, I'd be a bit tetchy. I'd be a little bit peeved at the situation myself.
I don't often go down the rabbit hole, but I thought this, so you can see what I've been watching. Yeah, this was, to me, hilarious.
Shared the wrong page.
Oh, fuck, you're right, I have. Hold on, let me reshare. Okay, try again. Boomer. Boom, there we go.
Okay, boomer, whatever you say.
God, that's such a dated reference now.
Yeah. From all the way back in April.
Yeah. This is just such alternative reality. It's not even close to what's happening in the world.
Oh, NTD News. They're my new favourites, yeah. Do you know that stands for the new Tang dynasty? Which is like it's the media outlet for our old friends.
CCP?
No, quite the opposite. No, our friends over at the Falun Gong.
Oh God, these are the Falun Gong people.
Yeah,
fuck.
I think
no
it stands for New Tang Dynasty News.
Okay, this is just count all the ways in which this is divorced from all actual reality. Yeah. I'll turn the volume all the way up. Okay.
A data analyst who was at a White House meeting Friday says President Trump is being betrayed from within, and he claims the president's advisors are lying.
He's got the shits.
What?
Does that mean is that his euphemism for having the shits?
No.
Oh,
no.
I'm being betrayed from within.
Oh, I see.
No.
Like diarrhea. No, see, now their conspiracy goes all the way up into the White House.
Maybe Trump is a deep state plant.
Maybe.
Oh, blow your fucking mind.
Yeah. So listen to this, yeah.
Grace Coulter has the story.
Patrick Byrne, former CEO of who's part of a data analyst team analyzing abnormalities in election results, says President Donald Trump's advisors want him to lose the election and are lying to him. This comes after a lengthy White House meeting on Friday that Byrne says he was a part of. Byrne made the allegations in a series of tweets on Sunday. He wrote, "I can promise you, President Trump is being terribly served by his advisors. They want him to lose and are lying to him." He also said they are telling Trump to concede the election.
Yeah, because he fucking lost.
Yes. And they're pointing to Mark Meadows, Mr. Crying in front of Elijah Cummings because he got called a racist to his face.
House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, General Counsel Pat Cipollone, and a pair of attorneys who he referred to as Eric and Derek.
Eric and Derek.
Yeah, Eric and Derek. It's like the Ant and Dec of Trump's legal team.
Yeah, there's a crime-fighting duo, I want to say.
Yeah, so
Eric
now
and
I just
Derek. Lovely.
the betrayal goes all the way into the White House now because
Yeah, you've lost, guys. Get the fuck over it. You lunatics. Anyway, I got a thing, didn't I? Sorry, 1 second.
you got a thing.
Oh, someone followed. Hello, Ivan. Sorry, Ivy Evans 05. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome aboard.
All right, so this is just classic British television, man in the street kind of interview. So if we're ready, I'll go with this. We're all set?
Yep.
Okay.
A touch, really. So I was meant to be going to the mother-in-law's. Well, you got to go now, so it's a white touch.
Okay, yeah. That's pretty
Do you
good.
want to? What he means by a touch? Is that like a football term?
Yes, it's a touch of luck, basically. So he says, I've got to go to my mother-in-law's, but now I don't have to, so I've been very lucky, is the basic translation for that.
She better not see that on the 6 o'clock news.
No, but she's probably thinking to herself, oh, that prick isn't coming round, I've had a right touch.
Yeah,
Lovely stuff.
Karl Rove tears into Michael Flynn, Sidney Powell over election claims. Fight,
when the Prince of Darkness is having a dig. Just, you've probably overstepped a certain mark. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Cat in the library.
Oh, lovely.
This is, I don't know where Orkney is. Let's see.
That's in the north of Scotland, the Orkney Isles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they don't even just have one pick. We've got, his name is Bracken. He's a very big and fluffy boy. He visited us today with Sally, our children's library, but he decides to stay. And then Floof.
Floof. Nice. See,
Bracken
more
is
places need cats.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are cats who need houses and stuff, and there are like businesses and like you've got cat cafes, but who doesn't want cats at a library? That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, people who are allergic to them, but other people would be fine.
Well, no. If you're allergic to cats, get out. The library isn't for you, dickhead. Get out.
So, all right. So moving on. Just like because I've already scrolled up mostly. Trump is pissed that McConnell acknowledged Biden's victory, and this is his revenge. The most stalwart opposition to 2 grand checks is McConnell's own caucus. This blows up McConnell's deal and screws Loeffler and Perdue, who've now been wrong-footed.
This is what I mean. I wouldn't take a red wave in 2 years as take for granted. Because I think Trump's going to play silly bollocks with all of it. Anyone who came out against him, anyone who in the 2 years, because basically once your yesterday's hero, like Obama gets slagged off like fuck now, because he's yesterday's man. Who cares? He's not a threat to anything. But that's because he keeps his mouth shut because he's got a certain amount of dignity and gravitas to him that Trump does not have. So the same thing will happen. People will move on, and when they go, oh, well, why did you support such and such a thing that Trump said? They go, I don't support that. I disavow that. Trump will have them primaried. Trump will come out and call them all the names under the sun. And then all of a sudden, what should be a safe election becomes very close.
Could happen.
Yeah.
And that's not unrealistic. I also had Jack Posobiec.
Yeah, idiot. Yeah. Oh, Nobby Styles. Okay.
Yeah, a group of former footballers and politicians are calling for a review into the link between heading and diseases that affect people's mental abilities, such as dementia. Yeah,
the picture there is a guy called Nobby Styles, who won the World Cup with England in 1966, who died recently, and he had dementia, which they claim was from heading soccer balls. Now, you must be borne in mind, the soccer balls are not like the ones they have now, which are very light. Back in the day, they were like
Heavier?
Borderline medicine balls, frankly. They were made of thick, horrible leather with lacing on them and stuff. And especially when it got wet, apparently it was like hitting a fucking
soaking
rock.
up. Yeah. Well, that happens with baseballs, right? That's why umps change them out every once in a while, because it's heavy and you can kind of almost shape them a little bit if they get really wet and stuff. So what's this? Oh, that's just okay, shout out. Just to say that the bill that Trump is now, or the amount that Trump is pushing, is actually exactly what Harris, Sanders, Markey, and Kristen Gillibrand also signed on to back in May, retroactively giving people like money back to March.
Yeah, good.
So this is like not a new idea. They all been doing that. This isn't a Republican Dems stopping the bill from going through. And then I've got a couple shout outs. This one, although I think there's a clip I have later on, but old anti-social media is rebranded, I see.
Sir Woofington's. Nice.
Yes. I think I've got a clip later on, so it'll go up. Cat on a phone.
That's not a shout out.
Well, it will go watch his channel, but I'll get to the clip. And so you can go watch the whole YouTube.
Well, the cat has a channel.
No, fuck off. Isn't it cute though?
It is cute. Cat on a phone.
Yeah, it looks like a box. So go and sit on it.
Yeah, exactly. I can sit on that.
And it's probably warm. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is it. This is the clip from Sir Woofington's. Did you want to say something?
No, go for it.
Oh, okay. So the full video, 3 minutes in duration, is at their YouTube channel, which you can see here. I'll just push that. It's still anti-social media.
You can pop that in the chat.
Hello, kids. In 3 months.
Yeah, I can. But I won't because I can't get to the chat, but you can. But here is a little clip.
Well, I don't have the fucking link, do I?
Yeah, but I don't have the chat up because I'm not hosting, am I?
No, but you just go onto my channel, go into the chat and type the fucking thing in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, this is really riveting television or show broadcasting, Kevin. We're all going to watch ourselves, like, go over and go to my subscriptions.
Clips channel.
What about the Clips channel? Was it on there?
You know, it came up when you suggested.
Yes.
Yes. Some of you... Okay, go on. Anyway. No, that's KKK Act. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I hate everything. Anyway, no, the Clips channel came up in your suggestions. So
okay.
I was just advertising. It's okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'll copy this now. Fuck, I can't believe this is how we do live shows now. There you go. There's the full clip.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, here's the preview.
Well, listen, we've built it up now. It's going to be shit, isn't it? No, I'm only joking. No, I've actually seen this. It's very good.
Okay.
If you're at dinner and somebody introduces himself as Dr. Smith, you'd be rather upset to learn that he had a doctorate in musicology if you were to suffer a stroke at a table. Okay? First of all, we all know that this guy constantly says facts don't care about your feelings, but never lives by his mantra. He is currently upset that Jill Biden has a title in her name. Yes, really. And it's us who are supposedly the biggest snowflakes in the world. Unbelievable. So what I've done here is compiled a Ben Shapiro fact check /feelings check about the tweet that he made in his opinions. Feelings, you can't suddenly decide that words don't exist simply because you're upset. Fact, I know what I just said, but Ben Shapiro is described as an intellectual occasionally by his fans, his peers, and sometimes by himself. So maybe words don't have any meaning after all. You win this round, Shapiro. You win this round. Feelings. If your emotions won't let you accept facts, then maybe it's time for you to see a doctor, rather ironically.
He doesn't need to see a doctor. He lives with one. So shut up.
Yeah.
And she is dry as a bone.
By the way, happy Festivus, one and all.
You can say that. I don't.
I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it.
I don't want to wish anyone happy anything. I hope you all suffer.
Happy Festivus.
I hope you all suffer greatly during this time to make me feel better.
A nameless Florida Democrat files a petition to disbar Matt Gaetz.
Good.
Yeah, I agree.
Just good. Oh, Trump's vetoed the defense bill. Is that because of the...
Did he?
That's what it's there on the top right.
I mean, it's a veto-proof majority in both chambers.
so it's
Oh,
performative, yeah. But
yeah, but the way that this is going to happen now is, so I was watching, if you might have seen in my history, MSNBC, and one of the reporters described that over the holidays, Congress in both chambers will stay sort of in session, but in a kind of a low-key session where one person will like go there every couple of days and like bang the gavel to just continue the session.
Oh, okay.
So all that has to happen for this to become $2,000 instead of $600, and this will happen in the House, is one member of the House will go and say, by order of unanimous consent, I move that we change this number from $600 to $2,000 in the bill. And if nobody objects,
because they've all gone home.
Yep. And then it goes to the Senate. And all one person in the Senate, like Chuck Schumer or anyone, can do the same thing.
Oh, so a veto proof you don't need actually 2/3 of the total Senate, just 2/3 of the people present.
One of the things is to amend the bill, and the other thing is to override the veto.
Oh, okay.
So this would be amending the bill, and then they would reconsider it.
Ah, okay, right.
And so Republicans would have to go to the Senate and say, I object. Someone is going to have to physically
Rand
say.
Paul he's a prick.
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
When he goes back to Kentucky, can they just keep him, just put him in a fucking cage? Just keep him there for a couple of weeks. That's all we're asking.
Yes. And also, what will I do for my feat of strength? I will run a D&D game. That will be my feat of intellectual strength.
What?
It doesn't count. It's a Festivus joke.
Oh, okay.
There's the Festivus pole, because Christmas trees take up too much room and they're very expensive to decorate. It's the airing of the grievances, which is where you tell everybody in your family what they did wrong and pissed you off in the last year, how they did it. And then there is the feats of strength, where you wrestle until somebody gives.
Fair enough.
Oh, Festivus. Yes, I'm still traumatized from Paul Ryan dabbing.
No. Oh, no. Oh, that is a fucking abomination. That's appalling. Paul Ryan, please go away.
Yeah, keep going away.
No one needs
go away
you.
Some more. Also, another shout out, Dusty Smith, his channel was blocked and now it's going to be reinstated, and he'll be back at the usual time on his channel on Friday.
Good
so,
stuff.
Go check out Dusty, and we promised him a shout out because he's a friend of the show and a good egg and a good progressive.
Yeah, times have changed because he used to be a prick.
Yeah, but his redemption arc is complete.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
He now runs like a fucking animal sanctuary as well. Like he's
I
trying to
think
be
he's
like,
done that for a while.
Just chill, man. Like you're putting everyone else, like, yeah, we get it. You're a good guy now. You're running an animal sanctuary. Awesome. You help out little children. You help old women with their shopping. Yeah, we get it. You're a good dude. Chill.
This we've covered. It's about, I was just trolling the lotus eaters floater eaters because they keep talking about Dominion on their show. And then it was just, I found this, which was her actual statement on the removal of the Robert E. Lee statue, which actually is a nice way to bring it back to the top of the show. Yeah. There's no room for celebrating the bigotry of the Confederacy in the Capitol or any other place of honor in our country.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should, exactly.
So,
yeah. There's no, like, I know the old thing is if it's private property or whatever, you can put up a thing, can't you?
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
But especially, like I say, the Capitol. If you oppose people voting, the place where the people you're voting for go to shouldn't honour you, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So.
Yeah. So back to Robert E. Lee and Prager. So a nice circle.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing.
And the circle of bigotry is complete.
Yes. Yeah. Precisely.
Indeed.
Precisely.
So, what have you got going on tomorrow or
Holiday.
the next few days or whatever?
Yeah. Well, it's still like a working day. So I actually, there's a delivery. I'm getting my food before Christmas because everything's going to be shut. So happily, I managed to get in a Christmas food delivery on the 24th. And then I'm just going to sit back and probably eat too much. Yeah. Honestly.
That's a point. Both Kristi and I have been on the Fluid Voice show. When do they get an appearance from Kristi?
Oh, well, tomorrow? Whenever.
Yeah, okay.
Although I was on Kristi's show, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Kristi, get in touch with Kristi. Not Kristi with an E, though. That's a different person.
Yes.
But, yeah, and then... do I want to end on a positive note? I do want to end on a positive note.
Click on the...
Hang on, wrong one. Where are we? Boom. What we got? Oh, hang on.
We're still on your.
Indeed, yeah.
image.
Well, no, because I always click on in there in case it's TOS or some shit. Because I don't know what they're doing, or if some dickhead rickrolls me. Like, it's not happening, okay?
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Indeed. Anyway, so
what is it?
Megan Rapinoe, Billie Jean King, and 174 female athletes.
I still can't see it.
Brief. Oh, because I'm not sharing with you, am I?
No. And you're not sharing with the chat either.
Am I not? Is that not on the same? Oh, because
I'm looking at Prager's ugly mug.
Sorry, anyway, I was looking at that, and then I will click onto that. And allow for fuck's sake, yes, have all the fucking cookies. God almighty. Megan Rapinoe, Billie Jean King, and 174 female athletes signed brief supporting trans women in sport.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome.
That is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a female soccer captain. Actually, I don't know if she's captain anymore, but she's won World Cups with America. She's awesome. And Billie Jean King, tennis legend. Every young person, especially youth who are transgender or intersex, should be able to participate fully in sport. Correct.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, like, cis guys, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't about you. It doesn't impact you. Yeah. Your opinions don't matter. So shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up about it.
Okay, but as a cis guy, can I talk for a second?
I give you permission.
I want to read out what they said. Anyway, as women and LGBT plus athletes, says their brief. But their brief, what's like a legal brief?
I don't know.
Athletes in sport amicus brief. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, it's an amicus.
Oh, okay. In the United States Court of Appeal for the Ninth Circuit, plaintiffs appellees Lindsay Hickox versus Bradley Little and Madison Kenyon. What's the United States Court of Appeal in what state? District of Idaho. Brief of Amici Curiae, 176 athletes in women's sport, the support, appellees and affirmants. Okay. So it's like a legal thing. Okay, good for them.
Yeah.
We've been through this. They're from the Amici states, if you remember.
Carl.
Yeah, that's a callback to Carl's Saga of a Cad's not understanding what anything is. The Amici states. Fuck's
and
sake.
still thinking he's qualified to have really firm opinions on it, even though he's fucking clueless.
Yeah. So in a legal document, they signed and said, we submit that all youth deserve an equal opportunity to participate in sport. Such equal opportunity benefits the entire sports community. Correct.
Hey, Tony, so as a cis guy, like if you say, hey, you know what, this doesn't personally affect me and I support, it's more about the guys who want to police what happens in women's bathrooms, even though they never go into women's bathrooms. Those are the people, like the ones who want to stick their nose in and decide for us. Like, so no, cis guys who support trans rights are, and support women, because trans women are women. Yeah, supporters are welcome. It's all of the pricks who want to stick their nose in when it has no impact on their lives. Those are the ones that have problems.
The toilet thing is especially odd. Because people, what do you think is going to happen? They want to go and take a shit. Like,
honestly, I don't. It's ridiculous. It is the most ridiculous argument. Here's the thing. Like, what their argument is that cis men are going to dress up like women in order to get to bathrooms to rape women. Yeah, cis men don't need to do that because they will rape women. They do all the time anyway, and that doesn't seem to fucking bother you.
There's not like someone at the door of a public toilet checking. So you don't even need to dress up as a woman if you were so inclined to be so evil as to want to engage in that kind of fucking criminality. You wouldn't need to dress up as a woman at all.
It's literally just a fantasy that they dreamt up to scare. It's like the same. It's not that different from black men are going to rape your white women.
Yeah,
it's that same sort of patriarchal.
It's a kind of it is a kind of patriarchal thing, but it's also a kind of tapping into the Karen or whatever the male version of a Karen is as well, type thing of needing to feel like you're in danger when you're really not, needing to feel like you're reacting to a thing that isn't. You're essentially you're sort of shadow boxing, but literally against a shadow. It's not there. It's not a real thing.
Yeah. During the last time I visited the UK was for the general election, and I ended up visiting a campus where they had a gender less bathrooms, and men and women both go in there.
Yeah.
Well, then if you can have and there was it was no fucking problem.
Yeah. Although I have to say, just because of the way I've been raised with gendered toilets. That when I've been in a gender-free toilet or whatever, peculiar. It's an odd feeling. I don't feel comfortable.
They're all
I'll be honest.
stalls.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I get my cock out and there is women walking past. Like I know what but you then walk out and you're washing your hands and there are women there, and it's a bit uncomfortable because I'm not used to it, right? But if you raise kids being used to that, it would be fine. Because like you say, you're in stalls, it's fine. But the only thing I would say is it's a slight downgrade for women because men will still piss on the floor in gender-free toilets. So the overall standard of hygiene in women's toilets is so much better. You might want to keep it that way. Is all I'm saying. That's the only argument against the genderless toilet, okay? Because men are fucking animals, okay? Anyway, so well done to all of those athletes, and I hope they are successful in their legal challenge.
Yeah, or the legal challenge they're supporting. Yeah, they're not joining the case. They're just friend of the court.
They're Amici. Sorry, my bad.
They're Amici.
They're from the Amici states, but the non-Amici states, I hope they win on this occasion. Anyway, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep if someone reminds me because it's difficult to keep track of. I don't keep track of individual cases in the Idaho Court of Appeals. I apologise.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't blame you.
So if someone reminds me, I will keep people updated on all of that jazz. Anyway. Thank you all for listening and watching. I'll certainly be back tomorrow. Christmas Day, I don't know what's happening. Do you want to do a thing Christmas Day, Kristi?
I'm free Friday night, sure. Yeah, I mean, especially like by the evening time after the meals, I'm assuming you're having some sort of shared meal.
I will be early on, but I'll be drinking.
Oh, well, even more fun.
I will be drunk. I don't know what time to do a thing at though.
Well, we could just leave it open.
Yeah, okay.
You can just announce it on Twitters
or
if you know the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just whenever I get back because I'll be going with inside the law, so police leave me alone. To whatever lockdown. I don't even know what the lockdown restrictions are. Fuck it, I don't care. Anyway, because it's a joke. The government are a joke. The country's a joke. Who cares? The police aren't enforcing it as well, so it's irrelevant. Anyway, I'll be going to there's a couple of different places. I'll be going to my dad's, probably my mum's, maybe my brother's, and drinking and eating all the way, which will lead to an absolute pan buster the next day, is all I'm going to say. An absolute, a toilet bowl fucking nuclear bomb is all I'm saying.
Yes, well, I don't have my D&D on Saturday night because that's still sort of the Christmassy time. So if you're too drunk or tired on Friday night, we can always bump it to Saturday
I won't be too
night.
tired. I might be too drunk. Maybe we get on a Zoom call and you can judge. I'll let you be the police person on this occasion and be like, "No, Kev, you've had too much. I mean, you're a fucking loose cannon when you're sober. I'm not going on stream with you like this."
I am looking forward to that.
I've got a professional reputation to fucking think of, or whatever. Anyway. So I'll be back tomorrow at the regular time, and then maybe on Christmas Day. Although I might be releasing the next cringe compilation on Christmas Day, depending on whether it's done by the time. So some Christmas cringe for you,
Ooh, how seasonal.
Indeed. Yes, Chris Cringel.
Chris, yes, maybe.
Anyway, thank you for listening and watching, and for your donations and all that shit. And I will I'll be back tomorrow regular time with something. I don't know yet. There'll be some dumb shit. Trump will say something. I can spin that into 4 hours of nonsense, definitely.
Yeah, most certainly. Yeah. Or we can just do a walk down memory lane and look at old episode titles.
Oh, no, that's with you Friday. I mean, I'm on tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I mean, you can come on tomorrow night if you want to, but you probably don't want to because you're going to come on Friday, so whatever.
Correct. I can only come on 3 days a week.
Have you spoken to Mrs. Shapiro? She might have some advice for you. It might be bacterial vaginosis or whatever the fuck that was.
7 days a week. Wet ass, make that pull-out game weak.
Did you see the? Oh no, I'd seen it, but did you see the Well-Armed Peasants remix of that?
No.
Did you not? Okay. Well,
maybe we did watch that. Was it like a while ago?
I don't know.
Are we gonna?
Well, we might as well. It's in my head now. So, anyway, there's a thing called bardcore, which is amazing. It's basically medieval interpretations of like modern songs. Was it Well-Armed Peasants?
All right.
So someone did a cover of WAP as Well-Armed Peasants. Anyway.
P word. Thank you, Javi.
Yeah, so yeah, P
We
word.
need some more like P word representation in the chat.
There's hang on. Yeah, exactly, a P word meaning female genitalia, of course.
Yes.
Come on, a fucking 15-second advert on Skippable. Really, YouTube, you're doing
Also,
this to
you need
me.
to share. You need
Do
to share.
I? Do I, Kristi?
No, just you enjoy it yourself, and we'll watch you enjoying yourself, Kevin.
No,
It's kind of what we do anyway.
The people would fucking hear it. You just wouldn't. So shut up. Anyway, so yeah, this is Well-Armed Peasants. It's very good.
Okay. No, I haven't seen this.
Okay.
That's obviously a school.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it's not. Look, hang on. 21. That's like a school that's been converted into flats or something.
Oh.
Look,
Oh,
21
wow.
on letterbox. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so it's either an old school or an old hospital that's been converted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I said life's looking bleak, toiling 7 days a week, but now we're well-armed peasants. This rebellion ain't weak. I, thou art overtaxing well-armed peasants. Bring a pitchfork and a torch, 'cause we're well-armed peasants. Oh, thy kingdom for a horse, for these well-armed peasants. Hallowed halls, nobles eating feasts, while we labor near deceased. Magna Carta, oh vassal please, mediocres at the very least. Enough's enough, we've captured our bride, one way back, time to abide. Else we plot thy regicide, oh there's the moat, go take a dive. We'll tie you up, and I advise, shut thy mouth, thou art despised. We're gonna hang, draw, and quarter you from thy codpiece up to thine eyes. Extreme, thee may scream, fie we say, and the regime you doth not cook, you doth not clean, but soon all your maids will live like queens. Serving thee, tithing thee, never be the bourgeoisie. Quick, hold thy tongue while polishing.
Ooh,
the
yeah.
Strike 'em with the serfs till they hand over the castle keys. Fain to perish, for I have a noble ruling me. Seditious talk, hither let's walk. Uneasy lords watch us like a hawk. That really may never lift a finger for a thing. Just like a drawbridge down with the king. Hide thy crown and thy cloak, for we're well-armed peasants. Dare thy knights for half a groat, for we're well-armed peasants. Give up your fiefdom to this throng of well-armed peasants. Just call Wat Tyler if you wanna see some well-armed peasants. Aye.
Anyway, so there's some lords in
That
this house.
that is good. What is Eminem except I'm a 1940s race collar?
Oh, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Is that his mother's spaghetti? Oh, he's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking. How? Everybody's choking now. Oh, the clock's run out. Time's up. Oh, wow, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No, he won't have it. He knows his whole back's to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that he's so broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to his mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again. Yo, this whole rhapsody better go capture the moment and hope it don't pass him and you better lose yourself.
That is really good.
Yeah, that is good.
That is really
So go
good.
and subscribe to Elise Roth, vocalist, on the YouTubes. She's very good.
Yes, very entertaining.
She deserves far more. I've got more subscribers. She deserves way more than me. Anyway, because she's very good. Anyway,
She's talented.
and are you saying I'm not? Bish.
Well,
Bish.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
No, you can't.
But can she do dick joke? Oh, she did. Okay. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, thank you for listening and watching. Enjoy your Christmas and all that shit. If you don't come back to me tomorrow or whatever, please tweet this out at Kevin. Tweet what out? The video? Oh, for fuck's sake. 1 second. Hang on.
Doing fucking admin on air. Love it.
No, because someone said tweet it out, but I didn't.
Palms are sweaty.
Shut up, not that one, dickhead.
Chromebook has
Right, so share, tweet, fuck's sake. Anyway, well-armed
There you
peasants.
go.
There we go. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Tweeted. Tweet it out.
Right, so, yeah, fuck off, all of you. What the fuck are you still doing here? Leave.
Manky Kevin Kenny rap.
I canny rap, that is true. I'm a posh duck. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from Kristi. Say goodbye, Kristi.
Goodbye, Kristi.
She did the bit, but I forgot to
Happy Festivus!
Yeah, I forgot to raid. Bollocks. Anyway, start raid.
Boom.
I'm still going, by the way.
Oh, okay, you're doing more admin.
I need to raid the on Twitch. Well, I don't need to, but it just... Why not?
Goodbye.